And we are live. Prime time, Thursday night football. It's going to be a very windy game, so expecting not that much going to happen tonight. And I'm just hoping for a somewhat good game. Obviously, this would be my last stream of November? Oh, hold on a second. Is my last stream November? I got to look at the schedule because I can't remember when that Monday is. Yes, so this is my last stream of November. Wow, okay. And it'll be into December football because I will not be streaming next week. I'll be on vacation. I'll still do the Panthers videos, and I won't have the week 12 out, so I'll just combine week 12 and week 13. I'm still working on week 11. Mainly, I've got like schoolwork, so that's the reason why I haven't been able to put that out. But I should be able to get that out hopefully by Saturday, if not Sunday morning. A little bit of flurries going on, so it's going to be Hopkins to put this ball away. They got the angry little elf. Oh my gosh, it's windy. I didn't think how windy it was. Return to the 10, 15, 20, down to the 21-yard line. Oh my gosh. He tried to kick up in the air, and it literally went like... whoosh. Okay, so no field goals, I'm guessing. Russell Wilson going to take over at the 21, 22-yard line. So far, he's had a pretty good game. Obviously, he's 4-0. They should win this one. I picked the Steelers to win. All the other people that might pick them also picked them to win. But there's something about this game that makes me feel like it's going to be a lot closer than it should be. But you can already see some of the flurries, and this is definitely cold up there. I don't know what the temperature is, though. First down and 10, and a full house pistol. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to get absolutely nowhere. Loss of 2 yards there is Najee Harris. Shelby Harris with this tackle. So it'll be second down and 12 from the 19-yard line for the Steelers. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Hayward. Terrible, terrible block. It like he tried to like chop him, but like that's a terrible attempt. Second and 11. I mean, basically second and 12, but Russell Wilson a shotgun formation with Warren to his left. Going to send Patterson in motion. Going to be handoff to Warren. He's going to try to the right side. Gets 25-30. Going to get the first down at 35. And that's going to be first down 10 for the 35-yard line. Ooh, good. Got a little pick-me-up. I've been working all day. Well, doing schoolwork all day. Which is the reason why I haven't been able to get out of the video. All right, so first down 10 from the 35-yard line. Going to be a play-action pass, so Russell Wilson is going to dump it off to Washington, who sheds a tackle, gets to the 40-yard line, so second down and 5 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I wanted Washington so bad. He's like 6 foot. He says 6'7". He looks 6'8", 6'9" maybe, like 270, like massive, massive human being. Basically an extra tackle. Drops back to pass, and Russell's thrown to the outside. Going to be to George Pickens, but be about a yard short. So it'll be third down and 1 from the 30. No, from the 44-yard line. 12:44 left to go in the first quarter. Third and 1, Justin Fields comes into play. Justin Fields in shotgun. Going to be, is it a false start? Yes, it is a false start on the offense. Wow. That's on Washington. All right, so third down 6. Let's see here. Yep. Sure enough, did. All right, so third down 6. Justin Fields in shotgun formation with Jalen Warren to his left. Draws back to pass. He's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught to the 50, to the 45, down to the 39, 38-yard line is going to be Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth in his, is this his fourth year? I think this is his fourth year out of Penn State. That's a pretty good throw, not going to lie. A very tight window for Russell Wilson. All right, so first down 10 from about the 39-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. Going to be a handoff to Warren, who's going to try the right side. Gets up to, runs over a dude. Gets about the 32-yard line, I would say. Depends on where they mark him. But nice gain of about 5 or 6 yards there. Second down. 11 minutes left to go in the first quarter. All right, from the 32.5-yard line, Russell Wilson a shotgun formation. Warren to his left. Going to be a handoff to Warren. No, actually, Russell Wilson going to keep it and gain about a yard or so. So it'll be third down and about 2.5. 10:30 remaining the first quarter. Like I said, Steelers are driving down the field. It's a very important third down because with the wins, as good as Boswell has been, it's going to be very difficult to kick a field goal. All right. Third down and 3. 10-10 left to go in the first quarter. Russell Wilson's going to be in shotgun. Well, actually, empty set. Empty set on 3rd and 3. Okay. Drops back to pass and is going to get sacked back at the 40. Going to have to punt this ball away. Wow. That's Myles Garrett with himself with another sack. I'm trying to remember if he's sacked Russell Wilson before. I feel like he's had. I mean, I know he has that, the graveyard or whatever, like all the people that he sacked. But yeah, on Dan Moore, no, I mean, that's why I was wondering why they were doing empty set. But, I mean, he gets sacked back to the 40, so it's been putting the ball away because, like, this wind is ridiculous. Actually, no, they're going to try for it. Okay. Play clock's at 4, 3, 2, 1. 58-yard field goal. Kick is up. It is going to be no good. Wide to the right. 9:12 to go in the first quarter. Steelers, after the first drive, gets nothing. And we go to commercial. Like I said, not a bad drive by the Steelers, but questionable call on 3rd and 3. You've been able to run the ball. I don't know why you go empty set, and why that was your call, but it caused basically Myles Garrett to be one-on-one, sacks him back to the 40. I mean, a 58-yard field goal is crazy in that kind of weather conditions. I don't know why they were going for it, but when we come back, it'll be Brown's ball. So I don't understand that. But let me look at the. I didn't hear from before what the actual wind condition or the weather conditions were. Like I knew, I heard how windy it was going to be. But I don't know what the weather is supposed to be like. 35. I mean, it's flurry, so that makes a little more sense. And then 13 miles per hour wind right now. That is crazy. So yeah. Like I said, it's not sticking or anything like that, so it's still just flurry. I mean, it says snow, but it's basically just like a flurry. But could be interesting. Like I said, I think the Browns have a shot. Obviously, their offense hasn't gone on the field yet, so I don't know how that's going to be against the Steelers. Really good Steelers defense. But anytime it's an AFC North team going against another one of their division rivals, it's just a weird game. So that's why I was like, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. But I do think the Steelers are going to win. They have the talent. They should win. It'll be hilarious if they don't win. But, no. What's up, Zoe? Oh, that weather sounds nasty. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It sounds dreadful. I've never experienced, well, let's see. I've never really experienced that kind of weather because like the only times it's been snowing, I mean, down here in Alabama, has been. See, we had 2010. We had a good snowfall. I can't remember how many inches it was. It was like maybe something like 4 inches of where I was, but like northern Alabama, it was like probably like closer to 7 or 8. 2018 we had another one. 2021 we had another snowfall, but we rarely get any snow. But whenever we do, it's like completely state shut down because we do not know how to handle snow. First down 10 from the 47-yard line. Jameis Winston throws, tips up in the air, and it's going to be out of bounds. So second down 10, 9:09 left to go in the first quarter. Immediate pressure from the Steelers there. That's what I'm kind of concerned about because Jameis Winston has a knack of throwing some wild interceptions. But yeah, no. Like I said, I always wanted to have like a snow game, but like that's just not what we had. What kind of weather we had down in Alabama. So going to be a handoff and going to get up to about the 50-yard line. It's going to be Nick Chubb before he stops. So it'll be a third down and 8. And a little bit of a late push by, who is that? Patrick Wilson, the rookie. But he's not going to get called for a flag. It'll be third down and 8 from midfield. I'm glad Nick Chubb is back. Obviously, last year, going against the Steelers early in the year where he broke his leg, like that was gruesome. I want good things from Nick Chubb. I'm pretty sure everybody does. Third and 7, so I actually got him to the 49-yard line of the Steelers. And a false start by the left guard Benito. So it's going to be third and 12. A28 left to go in the first quarter. It'd be third down and 12 for the Browns. Like I said, a good drive by the Steelers, but unfortunately couldn't come up with anything. See what the Browns can do with this third and long. Winston and shotgun. Ashley an empty set. Draws back to pass and is going to check it down to Cody Ford. It gets up to about the 47-yard line. Not much. So it'll be like 4th and 5. Like I said, I kind of expected it to be a lower scoring affair. The Steelers defense is for real, so that makes a lot more sense. 7:55, I had to punt this ball away. I'm going to see how this ball is going to go. Like I said, the kickoff was wild, and then the field goal just kind of kept on carrying to the right. So let's see what's going to happen here. That's another thing too. I would hate to have to kick in this weather. That's why it's a shank. It is an absolute shank. Goodness, but there's a flag. I don't know what the flag's on, but it was like legit, like all the way back to like the 30-something-yard line. There's some pushing and shoving going on. Number 31 is talking to the lady ref. I'm trying to remember what her name is. It's not. I don't think it's Sarah Thomas. Is it Sarah Thomas? I couldn't get a good look at her. Let's see here. Okay, so 23 forces him out of bounds. So that's going to be a penalty on the Steelers. I mean, good lord, he pushed him all the way into the bench. Yeah. So I'm going to push it. Like, what it would have been a shank. You basically screwed yourself over. That's Monte Casey. Just dumb decision. Just dumb decision at all. Love Nick Chubb. Absolutely. Like I said, it sucked when he was at Georgia and he tore his knee in the Tennessee game. That was a tough one to watch. Tennessee had a couple. Like I don't understand what it was with Tennessee, but Tennessee also had what was his name? Lattimore from was it Marcus Lattimore? I'm trying to think of South Carolina running back, 2012. He messed up his leg in the same exact at Tennessee Stadium. Like I don't know what it was about Tennessee in like 2012 from there, but like him, I'm pretty sure not Nick Chubb, but also Todd Gurley had a knee injury against Tennessee. I don't know what it was about that during that time, but yeah, I watched that one live. I didn't watch the Nick Chubb Steelers injury live. I just saw the aftermath because I was curious. I really shouldn't have been curious, but I was like, I'm gonna see what actually happened, and I saw it happen. I was like, I probably shouldn't have seen that, but yeah, luckily he's back. I'm trying to think as far as is he? What is his contract? Let's see, because I don't know where the Browns go from here. Honestly, you're kind of strapped because of the Deshaun Watson contract, um, but there is a way that you can still function as a team without him being your starter, but have him still in the roster because you kind of have to because of the way that you restructure things. And my computer's being very slow, so I can't look at what Nick Chubb's contract is. But with the Browns having probably more than likely a top five pick, unless something drastic happens, um, I think that they'll probably go quarterback unless they want their decide no, we're going to just take best available player, deal with the ramifications, sign a veteran, and have him start over Deshaun Watson. Like if Jameis does well, if Jameis does well down the stretch, I could see them re-signing him and just having him be the starter with Deshaun Watson be the backup because yes you're paying him, but you can't just cut him because that's even more dead cap because you restructured, which was so dumb when they did that. But I don't know about that. They're talking about the Red One. I've heard all bad things about it, but they're trying to say, oh, it's a good movie. I don't know about that. Um, shoot, I wish my computer would actually. I don't know what it is, but it's being very slow. But there's a way the Browns can still do right by their defense that's really good. And there's gonna be a false start, but I think it's either Hayward or it's Washington. It's one of the tight ends on the left. I think it was Hayward. That's a third false start in the first half of the first quarter. That's kind of wild. Yeah, that's gonna be first down at 15 instead. But like I said, I want good things for Browns fans because they've been through a lot. But there are some Browns fans that were willing to look past what Deshaun Watson did, and I think that's yeah, it's a false start. But yeah, it's definitely a false start by Cam Hayward. So it'll be first and 15 from the 14-yard line. Russell Wilson a shotgun formation with Harris to the right of him. Going to be a handoff. He's got the left side. Going to get up to about the 20. Going to get up to about the 25, 26-yard line. Going to be second down at about 3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 7:23 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, sometimes my computer is just very, very slow for some odd reason. So maybe I'll look at the next commercial break as far as Nick Chubb's contract because he's got to be pushing 30. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Najee Harris to his left. Second down and 4 from the 25-yard line. Draws back a pass and is going to scramble, and is going to lose about 2 yards there. So it'll be third down and 6. He couldn't pass the ball because it was supposed to be a screen, or a fake screen or whatever it was supposed to be, failed completely. And he couldn't quite throw it down the field because I'm pretty sure there's a lineman downfield, so it would have been a penalty. So it's a smart decision, but still loses 2 yards. Third down and 6. 6:36 left to go in the first quarter. Russell Wilson, a shotgun formation with why am I blanking on his name? Warren to his right. Goodness. Drops back a pass. Is getting a little bit of pressure. Throws, and it's going to be caught by, oh my gosh, how did he hang on to that? By George Pickens and gain about 20 yards there. First down 10 for the Steelers. Not the best catch, but still able to hang on. Greg Newsom, I think it's Greg Newsom was the one that was, no, it was Ward that was on him. Honestly, if Ward just turns his head around, it would have been picked. All right, Russell Wilson in I formation. Going to be a handoff to Warren. He's going to try the middle of the field, get up to about the 42-yard line. Gain of about 4 or 5 there. I mean, almost goes right through Pickens' hands. He has to catch it in his thighs. All right, so from about the 42, Russell Wilson going to be in under center with Najee Harris in the backfield. Second down 6. Going to be handoff to Najee. Tries to make a man miss and is going to get about a yard, but that's going to be about it. Third down and 5. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Subbing out Najee Harris for Warren. Like I said, third down 6. Like I said, I expect them to probably punt if they don't make it here. I don't think they're going to try another 58-yard field goal. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation. Warren to his left. Play clock's at 3, 2, 1. Barely get off. Drops back a pass. Getting pressure. Throws across middle. It's going to be about a yard short. It's going to be fourth down and 1. That was a catch to Van Jefferson on the drag, but unfortunately, still short. It's going to be fourth down about 1.5. I think they might be going for it. Yeah, bringing on Fields. So 4th and 2. Play clock at 15. They haven't quite broken the huddle yet. Play clock's at 5. Fields in the shotgun formation. 2, 1. Barely gets it off. Tries to run out to the right and is going to lose like 2 yards. I mean, like that. So it's me, Browns ball about the 44-yard line. I don't understand why you decide to go for it, but you sub in late. Like literally, you didn't sub in until like about the 25-second mark. And then he was waiting for another person to come in about the 17-second mark. Didn't even break the huddle until about like the 11-second mark. Try to get everybody set up. So like I don't know. I would have either called timeout or whatnot, but that was a terrible play call. Well, really bad execution too, but so still 0-0, and Browns going to take over. Hopefully they can have a much better job than they did the last time. Let me see if I can check now the Nick Chubb contract. If my computer will do right by me, please. There we go. They're showing the Wicked movie trailer. I kind of want to see it. I actually haven't seen the musical. My mom and my sister have. They went to Chicago because when my sister was in, I was in 6th grade. So my sister was in high school, but I can't remember which. Actually, she would have been like 10th grade then, or 9th grade. She would have been 9th grade. They went to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in Chicago and performed, and so she got to go see Wicked. So my mom also went. Let's see here. Yeah, so Nick Chubb has 1 more year left on his contract, and then he's a free agent. But he will be, he'll be 29. So if I'm Nick Chubb, you probably have another 2 more years of really good football because you're coming back from that bad injury. Where would I go if I'm Nick Chubb? Because do I go back to the Browns that the good offensive line that you have, like, you don't even have that good of an offensive line, but the good offensive line players that you do have are aging and more likely going to retire the next couple of years, if not next year? That's a good question. Let me see. Obviously, Eagles don't need it. I'm trying to think of like if he wants to go to the NFC. Obviously, Eagles don't need it. Giants more than likely aren't going to invest in there. Washington probably wouldn't because they feel good with Brian Robinson and also Austin Eckler. And Cowboys, I don't know if Nick Chubb will want to go to the Cowboys. I'm really interested to see how the Cowboys are going to do the next couple of years. Now that obviously like their depth has not been that good. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. James Winston's under center. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be hand off to Nick Chubb on the left side and is going to get up to the 40, up to about the 45-yard line. Lunges forward to about the 47. Nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards there. Not first down. Second down about 3. Okay. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If Justin Fields had just done what he's supposed to do and gone to the left, literally there was a lane. There was a lane for him. There was like the offensive line set it up perfectly. Second down to four. James was under center. What? And I did not see that. Hand off to Nick Chubb, who's going to get about a yard. That's about it. So it'll be third down and three. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. I didn't even see that. I saw the guard pull, but I just assumed like, oh, it's like a eye candy or whatever. But literally, like you had everyone washed down from the left side, and the guard, I mean, Cormac kicked him out. So it was really like a hole for him to go, and he probably would have scored a touchdown. Oh, that's, like I said, that's bad execution. Then that is really bad execution. Third down and two, but about third down and 2.5. James Wilson drops back to pass, has got time, scrambles out to his right, throws on the run, and unfortunately it's incomplete. He was falling down as he threw it. Try to get to Tillman, but it's be fourth down and two. 2:10 left to go in the first quarter, and let to punt it away. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Browns. I mean, like, he has time. He like, kind of scrambles out, but because he's falling, he is not able to really set his feet and throw it to Tillman, who is open. But another punt for the Browns. See, is better than the last time, and is going to be returned at about the fair caught at about the 10-yard line. That is where they're going to mark it. First down and 10 for the 10. A little bit better punt than the last time. All right, so just a short little commercial break. So I'm trying to think. If I know with the Giants, obviously them cutting Daniel Jones, like they'll be able to save money. For Deshaun Watson, I've done it before, but I'm trying to think as far as like cap wise, how you can possibly even try to get back to relevancy. Because like I said, right now you got 45 mil. That will roll over into 2025, but you're already down 13 mil. So that puts you at about 32 mil, which is good enough that you can do some minor tweaks here and there, so you can carry over more money because in 2026 you only have 2 million. Russell Wilson a shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff. Going to be to Najee Harris, who gains about 2 or 3 yards there. Be second down about 7. But yeah, if I'm the Browns, I keep it as it is right now. You'll have 33 million come over. Obviously, that will go up with the salary cap. More than likely, going to be going up as well. I don't think it's gonna. It might not go as up as much as it did last year, but it should still go up about like, I don't know. I'd probably say 6 or 7 mil. So than expected. So I'm expecting like close to that 40 range. That'll be good enough to just sign some people. Russell Wilson is going to be a PA boot and is going to check it down to Washington, who's going to gain about a couple yards, get down to about the 19. So it'll be third down to about 2. But yeah, if I'm the Browns, I just do some very smart, not necessarily cheap, but be smart with the moves that you make, that you can still piece together a good enough team to compete with the talent you already have on defense. Um, Hopefully you have another good draft. So I can actually see them not going for a quarterback in this draft class. And just try to take the best available or trade down and accrue more picks because they desperately need it. Third down 2, Russell Wilson drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be caught. Great catch by George Pickens to the 25-yard line. Sorry about that. First down 10 for the Steelers. 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, the Browns could be in a good situation, but it truly depends on how they handle free agency this upcoming offseason, and if they can either hit on their first, probably like the top 4 pick. I don't know where they're going to be at the end of the season, or okay, they're going to go into the first quarter. So I can continue on this. So in the first quarter, still 0-0. So the Browns could potentially take. Oh, if they take Mason Graham, that'd be really good. They need a good interior pressure to pair with Myles Garrett. I wouldn't want that because I kind of want Miles. I kind of want Mason Graham for the Panthers because I want him and Derek. When Derek Brown comes back, that'll be amazing for us. Um, but I could honestly see that, like I said, being a difference maker for that defense. Use your free agency to kind of plug in holes for your offense, and then just kind of like see where things are going to go. Obviously, you're hoping that without having Deshaun Watson to be your guy, who's been one of the worst quarterbacks for the last couple of years, if you have Jameis Winston and he does serviceable, or somebody else, like I said, you could possibly do. They wouldn't have the money to get Sam Darnold, nor do I think Stefanski would. But who would he want? That's a good question. Let's look at. I'm just going. I'm just rambling a little bit now because, like I said, we're on, um, quarter timeout. I'm trying to think. Um, how can you rebuild or like retool the Browns in just one off season, or the best you could possibly do? Let's see here. Quarterback. Because, like I said, more than likely, Deshaun Watson is never going to start again. Hopefully. Let's see here. Could bring back Brissett, but I don't know if he would want to. Let's see. There's Drew Lock, maybe. Andy Dalton, maybe. Justin Fields. Like I said, you could re-sign Jameis Winston. Mason Rudolph would be interesting, but I don't think you would. Just not a lot of great options. But the interesting thing is that with how this quarterback draft class is, if the Browns don't take a quarterback with their first pick, there's a possibility they could take a quarterback with their second round pick. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, I think there's a lot of people who automatically assume that, well, you got to take a quarterback in the first round. You got to take a quarterback in the first round. Like, if he's not in the first round, he's going to suck. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that later on down the line, you can take a quarterback that might need time to develop, but at the end of the day, they could still work out. Or, maybe they don't have the best tools, but they can do well in your system. Because I don't know, maybe like a Ewers or something like that could work out for the Browns, who would more likely be a second round pick. Going to be handoff to Warren, who's only going to get about a yard. It's going to be second down at about 9. Great job of the Browns defense there. But the reason why I'm just kind of rambling for the Browns is because, like, I could see the Browns being in a good spot because they still have some stars, but their stars are going to start to age. And once all of them hit 30, like in the next 2 or 3 years, all that good draft that you had, it basically goes to the wayside and doesn't even matter. So that's why I'm hoping that the Browns kind of can turn it around. But they say second down and 10, so I guess they didn't give him much. Russell Wilson is shotgun with Warren to his left. I'm going to send Patterson in motion. Going to be handoff to Warren, who's going to get stonewalled, but pushes forward about a yard to be third down and 9. 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Still not getting anything on the ground for this drive. But the Steelers are in a good spot. I really like what Omar Khan's done coming from the Saints. Thankfully, he's gone from the Saints now. But he's done a really good job as far as like retooling the Steelers to be a very good run team. And I'll be interested because they have a lot of cap space next year, so they can make some moves. Third down and 9, shotgun formation of Russell Wilson's got Warren to his right. Drops back to pass and is going to have time. Throws, and it's a moon ball, and it's going to be underthrown, but it's still caught at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Is that Calvin Austin? I think this is Calvin Austin, all the way down to the 25-yard line. A moon ball by Russell Wilson. It was underthrown. If it was thrown on the money, it would have been a touchdown. Had to kind of slow up on it. I mean, just crosses over Jordan Battle. No, is that Jordan Battle or is that Delpit? I think it's Grant Delpit. Yeah, it's Grant Delpit. Just crosses over him. Delpit's a little bit slower than Calvin Austin. And great throw. What? Not great throw, but great catch by Calvin Austin. Getting down about the 27-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Najee Harris. Spin moves, but then gets met. Stays on his feet, but then is going to lose like 5 yards. Fumbles. Oh my gosh, a lot of stuff happened there. Sorry about that. Najee Harris spin moves, then gets pushed back, and then is trying to gain yards, but then he keeps on getting pushed back, then fumbles. Make sure he's not down on the ground when he fumbles. No, he's up, and then Russell Wilson has to recover it. So it's gonna be a loss of about like 6 or 7 yards there. But great job by Russell Wilson by being there on top of the fumble, not being afraid to fall on it, and he got absolutely crushed by Juan Thornhill. So that should be a loss of 3 yards there. I thought it'd be a loss of more, but second down 13. And a timeout by the Steelers because the play clock was at 3. 12:07 left to go in the second quarter. Still 0-0 though. Like I said, Boswell had that 58-yard miss right. But outside of that, no offense from the Browns whatsoever. And Steelers just squandering their opportunities. Ooh. What's up, Baconator? What's the damage to my Browns? So, like I said, offense not doing the best. But your defense has been getting gashed. But they haven't let up any points yet. Like, they're showing it right now. Time possession, 14:52 to 3 minutes. Terrible. 149 to 19. This pretty much kind of shows you, like, it's still a Steelers game, but unfortunately, they have just been squandering their opportunities. Eye formation from the 30, second down 13. We play action pass for Russell, and actually going to be a screen to Najee Harris. There is a flag, however, and Najee Harris is going to get down about the 28-yard line, but what is the flag? That's the question. But yeah, Browns, like I said, you've been able to stick in there, but you need something from your offense. False start on the offense. Well, then why don't you play? Okay, well then why don't you just call the play dead? Oh, it's illegal formation. They need to do something different because both of those are the same exact thing to me. So legal formation on Hayward. So it's backing him up even more. So it'll be second down 18. No, third down 10. Wait. That could be third down 10. They were just second and 13. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Oh, did they decline it? I guess they declined it. Okay, so third down 10. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Warren to his left. 12 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I'm happy we haven't scored a touchdown in the first few minutes of a game because when that happens, we always get blown out. Oh, well, I guess that's a trend. Russell Wilson drops back the pass. Has got plenty of time. He's going to throw it out to Warren, who's going to get up to the 25, and that's about it. Gets down to the 24-yard line, and so it'll be fourth down and about 6 or 7, and Boswell will come on for a field goal. 11:33 remaining in the second quarter. See if Boswell can make this one a little bit easier. But this wind has been crazy. It's been 13 miles an hour. I think he kind of pushed it a little bit more to the right because that's where the wind was. He was kind of hoping that it would fix itself. But fourth and 8, 43-yard field goal attempt. And that should be a false start. Yes, it is. False start on number 88 on the end. It would have been a good field goal, but unfortunately, he's going to back him up. So it'll be a 48-yarder. Oh, they're actually calling it on Hayward. Let's see. Did Hayward move first? Yeah, Hayward moved first, and then it was 88. Okay. So Cameron Hayward with the false start. Veteran guy. Why are we this has been like the fourth one. That's crazy. All right, so 48 yards. See if Boswell can make this one. Like I said, he made the 43-yarder. It is flurrying hard. Kick is up, and kick is... Ooh, it's going to be good. Okay, so we got 3-0. 3-0 for the Steelers. 10:53 remaining in the second quarter. So at least they finally capitalized on their good offense. It happened in the Giants game last week, etc. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Like I just think with the Saints, like last week, part of me thinks that part of me thinks that Clinton could be like still a good head coach. Oh, head coach, sorry, offensive coordinator. Because you could see it here and there after the first 2 weeks. Obviously, like they were dominant the first 2 weeks, then didn't really do that much. But I still think he's a good offensive coordinator. And it just so happens that Taysom Hill had like Taysom Hill game. Like Taysom Hill every year or two or so will have like his game where he's like, okay, I'm gonna go for so many yards and touchdowns, and I'm gonna win somebody in fantasy because I'm gonna go like for like 35 points. That's just what happens. It happened in the Seahawks game 2 years ago. I'm trying to think of one that happened last year. But it's just every single year there's just like a random game that Taysom was like, I'm gonna pop off. So that was unfortunately all. But let's see, you said the Giants game. The Giants game was also like, I don't know. Your defense was playing good neighbors are really weird. I understand why you're giving him so much space, but you gave him so much space, and that's where Malik Neighbors is going to kill you because he's got some moves on him. Like his releases out of LSU were so crisp that like I was so that's why I was confused why you weren't playing a lot more press man on him when you played him, and he absolutely torched you. So you live and you learn. What's this? Prime is doing a Madden show or a documentary. Okay. I don't know. I love me a sports documentary, so I'll probably watch it. Oh, speaking of sports documentaries, I had so like I'm still working on like the script for my huge Panthers video, just saying like how we got here. It's basically talking from like kind of touching into 2010 because there's some connections that you have to make into basically this year. And so I was watching the All or Nothing 2018 Panther season, and there's so many stuff that I missed. But like I like watching sports documentaries, and Amazon Prime has just like tried to bury it. Like you have to look it up on a fumble, a muff, and that going to be a safety? That was going to be touchback. Okay, hold up a second because he touched. Okay. They're going to call it a touchback. Okay, because I thought he almost like took it out and then and then muffed it, and then got back into the field, and then hmm. Part of me was wondering if that was going to be a safety, because like I said, he touched it when it came out, and then it went to the end zone, and then he took it and then kneeled it for a touchback. But I don't know about the new kickoff rules, but that might want to be reviewed. Anyways, it's going to be from the 20 because I guess the way that it happened. First down 10. James Winston in shotgun formation. Actually going to be, no, it's going to be shotgun with Cody Ford to his left. Not Cody Ford, but Ford. Throw is going to be up to 30, up to the 34, 35 yard line. It's going to be Jerry Jeudy. Great run there. First down 10. First down for the Browns. Also, to find this documentary, I need to fumble and muff a football. Hmm. I just need to find this documentary. I need to fumble and I messed up. That's what I'm saying. Like, but he touched it. That's what I don't understand. But oh well. First down 10 for the 36 ish. James Winston, Josh back to pass, throws to his right, going to be caught by Jerry Jeudy. Going to get up to about the 43, 44 yard line. Great job by Jerry Jeudy. He's going to be not third down, second down, and about 3 or 4 there. But yeah, and I was watching that to kind of help with like as far as my script, trying to remember some things that I might have forgotten. But it was so crazy. We were 6-2, and then that Pittsburgh Steelers game. From that point on, we had lost almost every single game outside of the last one, where we ended up going 7-9. Anyways, second down two, going to be handoff to Nick Chubb, who's going to get up to about the 47, 48 yard line, fights up. So it'll be a first down 10 for the Browns. 9:28 remaining in the second quarter, still 3-0. But Browns are showing a little bit of life now on offense. It was funny timing. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was confused for I was confused for a second. I was like, what? But first down 10. Jameis Winston is going to be under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. We got three tight ends. Goodness. Going to be a play action pass, and Jameis Winston is going to take a shot down the field. Going to be caught by Jerry Jeudy up to about the 36, 37 yard line. And Joey Porter Jr. is asking for a flag because they're saying that Jerry Jeudy popped him in the ear hole. Let's see here. Did he pop in the ear hole? Oh, he pushed off. Okay. I can see what Joey Porter is talking about. He pushed off of his helmet. So, okay, I can understand why he's upset. That should have been called a flag. On this drive alone, he's 3 for 36, so good on Jerry Jeudy for getting some points. Shotgun formation from the 37-yard line. Going to be handoff to Ford. He's going to try the right side. He's going to get up to the 35, up to the 30, down to the 29, 28, pushing forward. Gets a first down. Great job of the offensive line. Oh, they're going to mark him a half a yard short. But great job of the offensive line there, pushing him forward, makes it second in inches. You said how you found the doc by then. You said he fumbled and muffed. Okay, gotcha. Like I said, sorry about that. I was a little confused. But yeah, like I said, I like to watch some sports documentaries. That's for sure. Jameis Winston is going to be a QB sneak and gets about 2 or 3 yards there. Great job with the offensive line. So it's going to be first down 10 from the 25-yard line? Yeah, 25-yard line. 7:22 remaining in the second quarter, and the Browns are driving, down by 3. Jameis Winston in shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to his right. Drops back to pass, and has got time. He's going to dump it off Nick Chubb, who is going to be tackled for about a 1-yard gain by Preston Smith. Second down 9. Is Ken Dorsey still the play caller? I knew that Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling duties last week, and then Ken Dorsey did pretty well. I'm pretty sure he's still the play caller, but I might be wrong. Second down 9, 6:33 remaining in the second quarter. Jameis Winston in shotgun with Nick Chubb to his right. Going to be a run here. Going to be handoff. Nick Chubb is going to try the middle, get up to about the 21-yard line. So it's going to be third down at about 6. Nick Chubb gets subbed out for Ford, and Jerry Jeudy comes on the field. Third down 7. Well, third down 6.5. Under 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Still 3-0. Jameis Winston is going to be in shotgun with Ford. Actually, no, empty set. Going to drop back a pass and got time. Throws across the middle. Going to be caught, and it's going to be about a yard short. 4th and 1. Elijah Moore, unfortunately, cannot get the first down. The Browns, it looks like they're going to go for it. 5:35 minutes second quarter. 4th and 1. Going to bring back in Nick Chubb. I mean, it should be a feed to Nick Chubb, if I had to guess. Jameis Winston under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be handoff to the left. Going to get the first down. Going to get up to about the 15-yard line. Is going to be. Oh, for a second there, I thought like Nick Chubb was like pointing at his ankle. But Nick Chubb gets the first down, gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. First down 10 for the. Oh, no, actually up to the 10-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards there, but Nick Chubb. And first down and 10 for the Browns. Benito with a great block on the linebacker on Roberts, kind of like opening up that hole. And there seems to be, oh no, not Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen is down on the field, working on his looks like his, I don't know. I'm assuming, I'm hoping it's not his hamstring, but he's definitely working on his. Why am I blanking on the body part? Body part right here. Why am I calf? My word, I was blanking on that really hard. Sorry about that. That's your Alabama education right there. Never had to take anatomy. I took biology and chemistry, AP, like pre AP and AP courses, and then dual enrolled physics senior year because we didn't have physics at my high school because we just decided, hey, we're not going to teach it. So if you want to have physics, you get to dual enroll. So we did have anatomy, but I didn't have to take it. So I never had to dissect a frog or nothing like that. So I'm good with that. Hmm. Baconator, I was talking earlier. I don't know if you were here talking about the Brown situation, and I feel like you're in a good enough spot that with the cap that you have this year rolling over to next year, you could potentially get yourself out of really bad cap hell. It'd still be difficult, but you could do like these small like, little free agent moves that kind of like hopefully they can hit like us. So Panthers had we got Frankie Louvu from the Jets, and he worked out really, really, really well for us. And we were able to pay him like that, not much money because we were able to just like, oh, we found him. He did really good for us. And then you get him for about 2 years, not that much money. And then when he gets paid, then he leaves. You're not able to pay him, but because those 2 years you had him and he did really well for you, like that's the kind of thing that the Browns would have to get is like get those kind of free agents where like there's a diamond dozen, but if you're able to work it out, even somebody who's in really bad cap hell can be successful. So hopefully there's still some hope for you. There's still some hope that next year could be good, but it really depends on that quarterback position. The Steelers win because they break the spirit of their opponents, but they can't break the Browns' spirit because there's no spirit to break. Okay, well, kind of yeah. So because Patrick Queen is on the sideline, Wilson is in. First down 10 from about the 11-yard line. Going to be a handoff, actually a play action pass. Winston throws it out to Njoku, who's going to be about a yard short from the end zone. Be second and about half a yard at the one. 4:33 remaining second quarter, and they're going to try to ride this one out. Probably going to give Nick Chubb a rushing touchdown, I would guess. We finally have a first round pick. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Is like you have a high first round draft pick. You could either take the best available, or you could even trade down because you could take a quarterback, but I think it would be better if you take like a super duper instant impact player or accrue more picks to even hit on better positions. We got a big, big, big set. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who is going to be basically walk in the end zone. Touchdown for Nick Chubb. Let's freaking go. 6-3, 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and an extra point is going to make it a 4-point game. But that's technically with all the win, that's not a gimme. So Dustin Hopkins is going to come on for this extra point. That's an 80-yard drive, almost 7 minutes off the clock. Like I said, that's what I'm saying is like if the Browns want to win this game, which you probably don't for your draft pick, but if you want to make it a close game, this is the kind of offense you have to run. Obviously, Jerry Jeudy had one where he basically pushed off from the helmet that probably should have been called for a penalty, but great drive by the Browns. PAT is up, and it is going to be right down the middle. So 7-2-3, 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and the Browns have the lead. Nice. Yes, exactly. Let's say Nick Chubb. Like I said, I had him. Oh, dude, I had him last year in my fantasy. He was my. I think he was my second pick, or he was my first pick. I don't remember which if I picked Tyreek Hill or him first. I still had a really good team last year because I also got Pacheco later. But like, if I had Nick Chubb, oh my gosh, I would have been unstoppable. I drafted so well last year that even though I didn't have Nick Chubb, it still worked out for me. Like I got Tank Dell late, I got Sam Laporta late because I was a big Sam Laporta fan last year. Um, this year I'm still doing good. I just had to unluck with like who I was facing that I accrued some losses, but I'm still doing good. I need to win this week, and I have unfortunately two of my starters on bye. So I'm really hoping that Saquon has a good game, and Chuba Hubbard has a pretty good game. I know Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown should have a decent game, but unfortunately James Cook and Shakir are both on bye. So fantasy wise, I'm a little concerned because if I can beat this guy that I'm going against this week, then I'm pretty much guaranteed that I can make the playoffs. But if I don't, then I need so much help to make it into the playoffs because of how bad it was in the first couple of weeks. So I kept on losing because I was like the 10th leading scorer. Oh no, I was like the third leading scorer in the league. But I would have like basically my partner Luke, who's Grill on Gurus, when we do our picks and stuff like that on YouTube and Spotify. He would be scoring about the same as me, and then my opponent would be scoring like second or first. And so it'd be like every single week, I would just be like, I'm getting screwed over. And then I transferred my curse over to Luke, where Luke might lose out. And he's like the top scoring leader in our league. But basically, the first 5 weeks, I had to happen to me. And then these past 5 weeks, it's happened to him. And he's like, please, let this stop. And I was like, sorry, man, I can't do anything about it. But I was just like a little banner about curses. I don't really believe in curses. But it is funny that literally like we were two of the top scoring teams, and yet we got screwed over because of just like how each week ended up going. But anyways, actually back to the actual game. First down 10 for the 30, going to be a toss out to Najee Harris, who's going to cut in and get about 2 or 3 yards there. About second down 7. 3:50 remaining in the second quarter. Hooray, Nick Chubb! Exclamation button not work. Oh, it doesn't work on there? That's weird. Well, like your keyboard doesn't work, or is it just like doesn't work on the comments? That'd be weird if it doesn't work on if it didn't work in the comments. So it's a 2-yard gain, second down 8. Russell Wilson going to be under center with Najee Harris in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. Russell Wilson steps up and fumbles, and it's going to be It's going to be recovered by the Browns. Oh my gosh! Reed with a recovery, and it's going to set up good. It's going to be at the 32, 33-yard line for the Browns. Who are you people that are shirtless in this kind of weather? It is like 35 degrees. Why are you shirtless? Anyways, it's 3rd and 11. That's going to be Myles Garrett be credited with the fumble there. And a Reed with a recovery. Oh, my sister's calling me. Hold a second. Laney, I put it on just do not disturb. Sorry about that. Keyboard. Okay. There we go. We're good. I'm going to put it on do not disturb. She is a Steelers fan, so she might be watching and might be saying, what the world is happening right now? So I'm guessing that's what she's calling me for. From the 31-yard line, James Winston drops back a pass and is going to almost get sacked. Going to roll out, throw on the run, and it's going to be almost a first down to Elijah Moore. They might mark him a little bit short, but it's going to be 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and the Browns are going to be set up with a second and inches. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what she called me about because she's like, what in the world's going on with Russell Wilson right now? I thought he was supposed to be good. A 2nd and 1. Which I'm really happy that she's getting more into football. She's been a Steelers fan for a while now. I was going to take her to the Falcons Steelers game, but then something came up, so unfortunately we couldn't go. I'm upset about that. But anyway, it's going to be a QB sneak for Winston, who's going to get to the 20-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the 20. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy for her. So that's going to take us to a 2-minute warning, 2:15 remaining. I'm pretty sure the Browns are going to let this one roll out. But Winston having an okay day, 8 for 10, 72 yards, still respectable. So Browns going to go into 2-minute warning, up 7-3 in really good position at the 20-yard line. Let me see. I think that. What is the Browns' remaining schedule? So I still think they should be a top 5 pick. But see here, Broncos, Steelers again. Oh, that's right. That's right. The next game that I stream will be the Broncos Browns game on Monday night because I won't be streaming during Thanksgiving break because I'll be on vacation, and so I won't be back until Sunday. No, I'll be back Saturday. So I might stream on Sunday, but it depends on which games I might be able to stream because, like I said, I don't have info ticket or anything like that because I can't afford that. I'm a broke college student. I cannot afford that. So, but the next game I will be streaming is the Browns game, so it'll be interesting, especially because the Broncos. See, Browns Steelers, Browns Chiefs, Browns Bengals, Browns Dolphins, Browns Ravens. Goodness. Okay, so say you lose the rest of those, that would put you at 2-15, which would more than likely give you at least a top 3 pick. Because I'm thinking Jaguars probably going to lose anymore, but the Titans and the Jaguars play twice, so either they split or the Titans win both matchups. Because I don't really know what's going to happen with that. That's going to be really determined who's going to get the first overall pick. Because that strength of schedule aspect of both teams is going to make it so that whoever either is the loser of both of those matchups or however that goes with the split and whoever else loses. Because there's I'm trying to think what it was. It's 4 teams or 5 teams that have 2 losses. I gotta look at Tankathon. Tankathon NFL. What we got here? I looked at it earlier today because I was thinking about the Panthers. The Panthers are 8, and we also have the Dallas that are at 9. So theoretically, we could beat them. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb. He's going to try the right side and gain of about 2 yards there. So be second down at 8 from the 18. Yeah, so the Browns are 3rd. Giants are 4th, and Vegas is 5th. So that's your 5 2-win teams. Like I said, Jacksonville and Tennessee, that's going to be interesting. Jameis Winston, an empty set, and there's a timeout. Actually, no, a false start that's going to be called on the Browns. Number 65. So it'll be second down and 13, I think. There's a Fetty with the false start. 1:36 remaining in the second quarter. But yeah, there's a way for Cleveland to secure a top 3 pick, depending on what happens with Jacksonville or Tennessee, if they lose the remaining of the games. But they have very tough tests ahead of them. But the Browns could be sitting pretty. 1:36 remaining in the second quarter. Second down and 13 from the 23-yard line. Jameson Winston's going to be an empty set. Don't necessarily love it, though. Drops back to pass, and he's got time. Got plenty of time. Throws across the middle. It's going to be caught by Elijah Moore up to the 16-yard line. So it'll be third down and 6. 1:25 remaining in the second quarter. And it looks like the Steelers called their timeout. See, there was any other ones. Who gets the ball to start the second half? The Browns do, actually, because the Steelers had the long drive that unfortunately led to a missed field goal. So the Browns do start the ball. So any kind of scores is good here. Preferably, you obviously want a touchdown. But I mean, I would honestly take a 10-3 lead going into halftime and you started the ball second half. Just saying, being up a touchdown in this kind of game, it's 3rd and 7, 127 remaining second quarter. Stats are a lot closer now. It's 155 to 118, and time possession is still about like 5 or so minutes apart. But Browns, after that long drive, got that fumble recovery. Now in good scoring position. Let's see what happens with this third down. 3rd down 7, play clock's at 7. James Winston in shotgun formation. Nick Chubb to his right. Going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who is going to I think he maybe gains 1 yard. 4th down 6, 120 remaining in the second quarter, and clock is just running out there. And the Browns are just going to let the clock run down and then call a timeout. Probably, let's see, 29 seconds remaining. Ain't no way they're going to go for it. They're going to try to make a jump off sides, though. 4th and 6, 1:02 left to go in the second quarter. James Winston in shotgun formation. Nick Chubb to the right. Oh, let's see what happens here. And timeout. So 42 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the Browns are going to call for a timeout and a field goal. But yes, so Browns start for the second half. Welcome to the soulless AFC North. As long as it be the Chiefs, I'm happy. Honestly, that would be satisfactory. Yeah, basically satisfactory. I really don't know how the Chiefs are gonna do the rest of the way, because like they've been lucky, absolutely, but their defense is still good enough that keeps them in pretty much every single game. So like, I don't expect the Panthers to win. I'm just putting that out there. I know it's a big surprise, but the Panthers should not beat the Chiefs. If it does, it'd be hilarious, but more than likely it's not going to happen. A 34-yard field goal attempt by Dustin Hopkins from the right hash. And the snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is going to be good. So it'll be 10-3 with 30. No, that's going to say 40 seconds. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 1 timeout remaining for the Steelers. But yeah, no, like the Chiefs have a interesting remaining schedule that makes it to where like the Chargers could potentially, like, I don't know if the Broncos could, but the Chargers could potentially be in a situation where they could win the division. So Chiefs right now are obviously they're 9-1. The Chargers are 7-3, I believe. Yeah, 7-3, and the Chiefs remaining schedule, obviously Panthers and then Raiders, so that should be 2 wins, so it'll be 11-1. And then you got Chargers. Chargers desperately need to win that. Then you got at Browns, who knows? Texans, Steelers, Broncos. And then for the Chargers, I know the Chargers have a really important game for the NFC South. They need to beat the Falcons, which I assume they will. But yeah, the Chargers have the Ravens tough test. Then they have the Falcons. Then they have Chiefs, Buccaneers, Broncos, Patriots, and Raiders. So, like, that's what I'm saying is, like, the Chargers, if they're within a game or so for the last 2 weeks, they could be in position to steal the division away from the Chiefs. I think they're still going to win it. But the fact you end with the Patriots and the Raiders, both teams that are more than likely going to have, the Raiders should be top 5 pick. Patriots depends. Like, you should be in a position to definitely either make the playoffs. Like I said, you're in a good position for the Chargers to make the playoffs. But you could even win the division, which is, like, since, was it 2016? Yeah, since 2016, the Chiefs have won the division every single year. So I still think they're going to win it, but there is a possibility. I actually looked it up. There is a very strong possibility that the Buccaneers could steal the division. I'll talk about it a little bit more once we reach halftime. But it involves the Falcons choking to realistic opponents, and the Panthers helping out in another scenario if it comes down to it. So we got 40 seconds remaining. One timeout for the Steelers. 10-3. Hopkins on to punt this ball, or boot this ball away. Ooh, nope, don't want to do that. And it's going to be 4 touchback. So first down, 10 from the 30-yard line, 40 seconds remaining. See, I think the Steelers will at least try to do something, but I don't know how aggressive they are going to be. Myles Garrett had a pretty good game so far, that's for sure. Well, play clock's at 15. What are we waiting on? There we go. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation, Warren to his left. Play clock's at 5. Drops back to pass and throws across the middle. It's going to be caught to the 45, down to about the 49-yard line is Freiermuth. 32 seconds remaining. 31, 30, 29, 28. Play clock's wind down. Russell Wilson and an empty set. Drops back a pass and is going to throw, and it's going to be out of bounds. That's fine. 17 seconds remaining. So, Patriots get a field goal range. Like I said, you cut it down to 4, so it'll still be good. It's still regardless, it's going to be a one-score affair. But you give yourself a shot. I mean, that 58-yarder was long enough. It just kept on carrying to the right. So 17 seconds remaining. Russell Wilson and an empty set. Drops back to pass. Has got plenty of time. Throws a moon ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Pickens is looking for a flag, but he's not going to get it. 11 seconds remaining. Third down at 10. Okay, so theoretically, like I said, Steelers can pretty much throw it anywhere. They have the last time out. Just try to get in a field goal range. But, I mean, he just, stopped on the play. I don't know why he stopped, but he did. It says not terrible throw by Russell Wilson. Empty set here from the 49-yard line. 11 seconds, one timeout. Drops back a pass and has got time. And is going to scramble. It's going to get sacked by Myles Garrett. His third of the first half. And that is going to end the first half. 10-3 going into halftime. Browns. After a really bad first quarter, they have really come alive in the second quarter. Let's look at here. Loops inside, and then, oh my goodness, Frazier just grabs his arm and just boop. No, you're good. That's rookie right there. Rookie mistake, but Myles Garrett, absolutely dominant force. It's pretty much just him and T.J. Watt are the guys that deserve to be paid, $30 to $35 million a year because they are literally the difference maker on defense. Micah Parsons isn't. I've talked about it. Micah Parsons is a good pass rusher, and depending on a good defensive mind, he can be used in different ways. But he's not T.J. Watt. He is not Myles Garrett. Sorry. Emmanuel, what's up? This will truly be a football game of all time. Absolutely. This is a fabulous football game. This is a AFC North football defensive battle, which is fine. Like I said, I'm still good with this game because of the fact that it's not boring. There's been some defensive plays. There's been a couple of good throws, a couple of good passes, It's not what's the really bad one? There was one game that I streamed that it was really bad. It was super boring. By the end of it, I was just don't go to overtime. And I can't remember which one it was, but it was early in the year. But I'm okay with this game. So, Emmanuel. I talked about it earlier, but there's actually a way that the Falcons could choke this division away. And I've done some research. There's 2 different scenarios. and it's actually realistic. That's the other problem. One of them is at least is less realistic, so I guess I'll go in that one, and then I'll go into the what I think could potentially actually happen. So in this scenario, the Panthers will finish off the year 6-11. Now, how does it happen? More than likely, the Panthers should beat the Cowboys. At least that should be their final. That should be their final win of the season. But in the scenario, the Falcons have a very tough schedule ahead, where outside of the um, Giants and the Raiders back to back, they have the Chargers, Vikings, and then what's the other one? Honestly, really enjoyed good defensive games. Absolutely. Perfect intro to AFC North football. Who wants to lose this game? The mediumist, the mediumist. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Go over the schedule. That's right. Let me go back to the Falcons because, like I said, easier to explain. But Falcons have been on a losing streak, but it could continue because um, they have the bye week this week, but then they have Chargers, Vikings. They could drop both of those, and then you have Raiders, Giants. You should win both of those, but then you have the Commanders on the 29th. So let's just say that the Falcons win two and they they win two and lose three. So if they win two, lose three, then that will put the Falcons. Let me show the actual score right now. Where are you at? There we go. So that will put the Falcons at 8-8. So if they're 8-8 going into the remaining of the season, let's look at the Bucks. Let's look at the Bucks' remaining schedule. The Bucks' remaining schedule a little more favorable, but let's just say that the Bucks beat the Giants, but then oh no, they go to the Panthers and they lose to the Panthers. Some way, somehow, they lose either the first game or the second game. So we still play the Panthers. They still play the Buccaneers twice. They can beat the Raiders. They can lose to the Chargers. Beat the Cowboys, and like I said, whichever one with us. So that would be a 2-loss with 4 wins. So 2 losses and 4 wins would put them at 8-8 as well. What the Bucks would need to do is beat the Saints, and then have the Panthers have to upset the Falcons in their home stadium, so that so they will be 10-7. No, so they'll be 9-8, and the Falcons will be 8-9, and they'll miss out on the playoffs after basically almost securing the division. They'll choke it out because, like I said, this is a very tough schedule. If the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, completely, sweep us, then what they'll just need to do is they'll probably lose to the Chargers, but then they'll win the rest of their games, which will put them at being what was it? What was it? Then, but they were 10-7. So if they lost to the Chargers, but then won the rest of their games, it'd be 10-7, and then the Falcons can have the same exact thing where they win 3, but lose the rest of them. So they beat the Falcons, or they beat the Panthers, they beat the Giants, they beat the Raiders, but they lose the rest of their games. Buccaneers would be 10-7, you'd be 9-8, and you would lose out in the division. I'm just saying there is a legit chance that the Falcons could literally just like ruin their season by not making the playoffs. What's even funnier is that there is theoretically a way for the Panthers to win division. Now, this is the third one that I wasn't going to say, but I was like, this would be the funniest way, and this would be a surefire 2022-esque the way the season goes. Panthers sweep the Bucks. Like I said, very hard to do. You still lose to the Eagles and you lose to the Chiefs, but you upset the Cardinals. You beat the Cowboys. You go into the last week where it's between you and the Falcons, and if you beat the Falcons in their home stadium, it's like the way that I had it was like 8-9, 8-9, 8-9 for the Buccaneers. But you would have swept the Buccaneers. Also, Buccaneers got swept by the Falcons. Literally, it would be 8-9, 8-9, and then it was like I think they had the Saints like at like 7-10 or something like that. Like literally, the Panthers would win the division, and they would host a playoff game. I was like, that is the strangest thing, but the only way that happens is if the Falcons lose to the Giants. That's where I'm also saying it's like almost impossible. But it would be so funny because it would be like at the beginning of the year, just talking about like, the Panthers going to get the first overall pick. Now we're on a win streak. Now it's like, oh, it would be so funny if they beat the Chiefs. We lose to the Chiefs. No one's really going to talk about us for a couple of weeks. But if the Falcons somehow lose to the Giants, and you can go on a little bit of a win streak and beat and sweep the Buccaneers, I feel like we have a good chance against the Cardinals. We always do well against the Cardinals. I'm just saying, there's a little bit of hope in me, and just like, okay, not gonna happen, but hilarious if it did. Just saying. I don't have confidence in my team, but I don't want to hear from you. So, Emmanuel, we lost to the bye week by virtue of not firing Jimmy Lake. Yeah, I know you don't like Jimmy Lake. I lost faith in the Falcons. Ceiling is a wild card exit. If we choke this division, I wouldn't be surprised. I just want to ask my past self why I chose to be a fan of the a fan of the Falcons. Yeah, no, it's the fact that you looked so bad against the Broncos. Like I picked the Broncos to win because I was like, okay, well, you're not going to get pass rush on the Broncos, and so that means the Bo Nix is going to have all time to throw and whatnot. But the fact you got dominated the way you did, 38-6, you had to put in Penix because you're like, hopefully something looks good out of this game. I'm just saying you got a very hard remaining schedule, and knowing the Falcons, they would be the kind of team to lose to the Giants. Because that pass rush for the Giants is kind of dangerous, and who knows if Tommy DeVito is still the quarterback, and you put no kind of pressure on him against a very bad offensive line for the Giants, theoretically it could happen. Not going to happen, but it'd be very funny if it did. But yeah, that's what I was looking at today when I had a little bit of break between school. Because like I said, as a result, I wasn't able to get the video out today. I'm really going to try to get it out by Saturday, if not Sunday before the game. Mainly because like I just haven't had time. I've been trying to get school done before this Thanksgiving break because I got stuff that's due tomorrow that I was able to do today. But I'll be able to at least get started on the editing process Friday night, and then hopefully get most of it done so that Saturday after work, cause I'll be working from 7 to 6. I'm gonna be absolutely drained on Saturday, but I'm gonna try to get it out by that night. If not, I'll do Sunday morning. And then, like I said, I won't be able to do any of the basement videos transitioning over to the penthouse videos. So I'm having an idea of how I'm gonna do that for after Thanksgiving because, like I said, I'll be on vacation. But I'll still be able to do the Panthers game, the Panthers recap videos because those are super easy to do. So, and I can just do that in the hotel room. So, if we lose to the Giants and can't get not one sack, the city of Atlanta will burn. Oh, I bet, dude. But that's the thing. We all knew, and we all clowned because you didn't take a pass rusher. Because if y'all had just taken Jared Verse, I'm sorry I'm bringing this up, but I was like, because a lot of people were pushing, oh, they're going to get Dallas Turner. I was like, honestly, they should get Jared Verse. I was like Jared Verse is my top guy. I really believe in Jared Verse. and then you didn't, and then you see what he's doing right now on the Rams. I think it could still work out for you, but it's just so funny. I'm just like you put yourself in this situation. I mean, you didn't, Emmanuel. I'm not saying you, but the owners did. The owners, they were fine with it. They wrote off on it. The GM did it. The head coach did it. Yeah, but if especially if Michael Penix does not work out, if Michael Penix does not work out over the next 3 years, let's give him 2 years of under Kirk's leadership, and then they might decide, hey, we'll see what we have him in the third year. If it doesn't work out, then it's complete failure. But there's still hope it could work out. Who knows? But yeah, great play-by-play using you as background noise while studying. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get better at I don't know if it's like my voice or I was like, should I put on a voice? And I was like, no, that sounds disingenuous. So I'm gonna be like, and right now the Browns coming out to receive this kick. Like I'm not gonna do that. That seems kind of tacky. But I could do like a radio or like a announcer voice. But I'm like, I'm just gonna do my regular voice. That seems more genuine. I want to be like kind of an inviting atmosphere. Um, Goodness, I didn't realize it was 4 times. Yeah, Russell Wilson been sacked 4 times. Obviously, he had that fumble, which was devastating. But there are way too many people who have their shirts off, and some of them are pasty. Put something back on. Goodness gracious, man. He's got like a tattoo sleeve, and then it's just like white. It's not white. It's white. That is too much. All right, so kickoff's about to commence, and Brown's going to um, take this ball. It's going to be returned. No, it's going to be for a touchback. All right, so first down 10 from the 30-yard line. Still 10-3. Let's go to the Browns. I'm pretty sure Stefanski is good. Like I said, I wouldn't fire him. I mean, obviously he's won 2 Coach of the Year awards, but I think it's more so just the fact like you understand what the situation is. Um, Heck, you could probably, like I said, I looked at the free agents and there wasn't a lot of good free agents, but like hopefully he can make something work. So far, it's been decent with Watson. Well, not Watson. Ooh, with Winston. Winston in shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass. Got time throws as we caught up to the 40, down to the 42, and a fumble, but he recovers. I think he was down though. But that's going to be who is that? That's not Njoku. Who's 89 for the Browns? Goodness. Oh, sorry for that. Almost burped. I was a big Dallas Turner fan, as were a lot of people. But I just wanted anyone that could sack a quarterback. If you can sack a quarterback in the National Football League, you should get a contract from the Atlanta Falcons. Gonna be a handoff by Nick Chubb. Tries the middle of the field, gets up to about the 45-yard line. Sorry. 2nd and 7. That kind of cracked me up. I mean, you did get Matthew Judon. I mean, that's not really helped too much, but at least helps a little bit. But you tried. You tried. That's the best. That's the best you could do. Going to be 2nd and 7. I can't say almost like Deshaun Watson. Jameis Winston under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield from the 45. Going to be a play action pass. He's got time and he's going to skate the pocket. He's going to throw the run. It's going to be caught up to the 35. That's Cedric Tillman. Fumbles, and it's going to be recovered by Dante Jackson back to the 25-yard line. Cedric Tillman, I was just about to talk about you. I was just talking about how I was like Cedric Tillman. I liked a lot more than Hyatt because like Cedric Tillman can be an actual wide receiver. Hyatt was just a speed demon. But great job, honestly, by Elliott there. Helmet, like not a helmet, but his shoulder right on the ball, pops it out. Oh man, that would have been. I mean, literally just like great move, and then recovered by Dante Jackson. Yeah. James wants to try to make it a fumble, but unfortunately, it is a turnover. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Steelers. Oh, man, that was going to be a good drive. Well, at least it shows that the Browns can move the ball. So, okay. I mean, they were able to do it earlier, but still, coming out of the second half. So, 1st down and 10 for the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson in the shotgun formation with Najee Harris in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to him. He's going to try the right side. He's got room up to the 25, 35-yard line, up to the 34. Looks like it will be 2nd and 1. Great job by Najee Harris there, and also great job by the blockers just making a whole wall on the right side. Let's see here. The coping was crazy for us Falcons fans after the draft. We were celebrating get outside linebacker in the 3rd round that I did not like. Going to be hand of Najee Harris. Going to try the middle and is going to get a. Ooh, he's actually going to be pushed for about up to 3. No way that he just fumbled. They're saying he's down. Okay, they're calling it first down. Was he down? See, he's up. He's down. Oh, man, that would have been nice. But he was down, so it'll be first down. Getting about 3 yards there. I know, Zoe. It was, like I said, y'all had such a good drive going. But you know what? Hopefully your defense going to stop here. Well, stopping this drive. First down 10 from the 37-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. Going to be another handoff to Najee Harris. Is going to be for about, I think he gains about a yard. So 2nd and 9 for the Steelers. Oh, man, that would have been nice. I keep on saying it, but that looked like to be a really good drive. Najee Harris getting subbed out for Jalen Warren. Yeah, because it was like, wasn't it Brandon Dorless that y'all got in the 3rd round? I'm pretty sure. Like I said, Oregon. I was not the biggest fan of him. You got Ruka Roro from Clemson that I was like, he's a pass rushing DT, if that. And I was like, 2nd and 9, because I wasn't the biggest fan. From the 38-yard line, Russell Wilson in shotgun formation. Jalen Warren to his left. Going to be handoff. Going to try the right side. And great pursuit by the Browns defense. Gets to the 40. Well, actually going to mark him at 39-yard line, so maybe a yard. 3rd down 8, 11:42 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Steelers have the chance to do the funniest thing. They honestly do. The fact that you can beat the Ravens and then somehow, maybe, not going to say yet, beat by the Browns, could be funny. It could be hilarious just to show like just how wild this season has been. This season has, like I said, it's been talked about, but it's just a fever dream with this season as far as like the level of bad versus good. Russell Wilson dropped back to pass, going to dump it off to Jalen Warren, who is going to try to make a man miss. And oh, is he going to be short? That's a good spot. Ooh, I would check that spot. I don't know about that. I thought he went down right before the first down marker. Let's see here. Thornhill tries to trip him up. He's able to get up. He stumble, and he's short. That should be 4th and inches. That's not a first down, baby. Right there. Yes, that's short by about a yard and a half. 4th and inches is going to be handoff to Warren, who's going to lose it. Oh, my gosh, Browns. Be first down 10 from about the 44-yard line. That's right with the tackle. Oh, my gosh. First down 10 for the Browns. Tillman, you can be able to. Hey, Tillman, you did fumble, but guess what? The Browns defense came in clutch. That's what I'm saying. This is a good game. I don't care. It's 10-3. It's a good game. Good stops with the defense. Oh man, that's great. We got Braylon Trice. That's who you got. Who got Brandon Doris? So y'all got Ruka Roro. Or did you get him in the 4th? Maybe you might got him in the 4th. Braylon Trice in the 3rd. I forgot about him since he tore his ACL in training camp. That's right. Because Braylon Trice was from Washington. Oh yeah, so you got Doris in the 4th. Let's see. I might as well just look it up instead of just trying to remember what my division rival got in the draft. Let's see here. Goodness gracious, if I can spell, that would be nice. Draft 2024. Let's see here. Yeah, that's right. So Penix, Ruka Roro, Braylon Trice, Brandon Doris, Bertrand. That's right. Chase McClellan, liked him, but as like a rotational guy that may make the practice squad. Casey Washington, and then Zion Luge. Is it Luge or Luge? I don't remember. But yeah, not the best draft. But it was a lot more developmental, so you never know. Because Saints had a pretty good draft. We had a pretty good developmental draft, and it's looked good so far. I mean, Jatavian Sanders looks like a starter. Leggett looks like a starter. Jonathan Brooks can be a contributor. Hopefully, he looks good this week because it's his first time playing. Um, and that would be really good to have him and Chuba. If he's good, oh my gosh, him and Chuba would be amazing. Um, and then Smith Wade has done decent in the nickel, taking over for Troy Hill. Haven't seen from Jay Crumity. They're showing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've been there. Like I said, it's a really good museum. If you like museums, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, really good. Country Music Hall of Fame is pretty decent, but once you've done it once, because I did it a second time with my friends when we were in Asheville for an engagement party, and it was fine. It was fine, but it was still fun because, like I said, they had a lot of stuff. First down and 10, going to be a handoff to Ford, who's going to get up to about the 42-yard line, get about 3 yards there. Second down 7, and it is starting to come hard a little bit for the flurries. Like I said, it's not sticking yet, so that's good, but it's coming down hard. That's a great job by Wright, too. Hold on a second. Who is Wright? I got to look that up. Who is Wright? I recognize that face from somewhere, but Wright is such a common name. Second down 7, going to be handoff to Nick Chubb. He's going to try the middle, get up to the 39. So it's going to be third down and probably third down about 5. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. I wonder how long Hayward has. He was part of the 2011 draft. So he's like 32, 33, something like that. It's probably not about another year. Third and 4 is where they mark him, actually. So we shotgun formation for Jameis Winston with 4 to his right. Drops back a pass and is going to throw, tips up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Tillman, but great job by Sears. They were picked by tipping it, so it's going to be a punt probably. They're at about the 40-something yard line. Is that Hayward? See, yep, a little bit of a low pass, but basically Hayward just blocks it with his forearm. So Bajorquez with a punt, like I said, still 10-3, gets it off. TJ Watt almost runs into him. And unfortunately, 31 does a somersault instead of like sticking it. Could have put him down early. So it's going to be first down 10 from the 20-yard line. We come back from this commercial break. 9:09 left to go in the third quarter. Still 10-3. Are you watching this game on Stream East? No. So for Thursday night games, because I have Amazon Prime, I'm able to watch it. Like I don't technically it's not mine, it's my mom's, but I watch it there. The only reason why I had to use Stream East was because for some reason my Spectrum was not working, but I had Spectrum. I usually use Spectrum for the Monday night games and also the Sunday night games. If you have a computer, watch on Twitch. Since it's actual speed, not behind. All Thursday night games are on Twitch. I could probably put it on. We'll see. I use it. I use my Xbox One for like my TV, like all that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming I could put Twitch on there, but I have no idea. But yeah, I just usually use Amazon Prime because it's like I have it. But yeah, because like cause we had the conversation. Which game was that? I'm trying to remember which game it was. Where like I said, my Spectrum just wasn't working, and I was like, "What in the world is going on?" And so I had to use StreamEast. It was like 2 weeks ago, I believe, but I can't remember which game it was. But yeah, like I said, just using regular Amazon Prime. But because we were talking about the fact of like why the games were on Twitch since Amazon paid so much for Thursday Night Football, because it's like $1 billion per year for 10 years, and this is the this is the third or the fourth year. I think it's the third year they've had it. This is the second Black Friday game. I know that. So I think it's the third year. I think the first year they did it, and then this is the second year that they're doing the Black Friday game because last year, oh my goodness, that Dolphins Raiders game was awful. It was so bad. I watched it with my step family, and I was just like, oh goodness, this is terrible. I think that convo was during the Panthers Giants game. That sounds about right. That's right because that's the reason why I was so upset because I was like the one game that I could stream for my team. I was like I can't even do it. And then the other thing too is that I'm traveling on Sunday, so like the other game that I could stream, like the Chief, I could literally have streamed the Chiefs Panthers game, but because I'm going to be on vacation, um, I literally can't because like I said, I'll be gone. And Warren gets pushed out of bounds for after a 8 or 9 yard gain. It is coming down really hard. Goodness, yeah, it's a lot less than flurries. It's starting to stick. All those people, there's one person like literally just. There's a couple people who are just like bare chested. I don't know why you're doing that to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Second and one from the 30-yard line will be a pitch after Jalen Warren. He's going to get the first down and down to about the 33, 34-yard line. First down for the Steelers. I remember you were very happy and stressed. Oh, absolutely, dude. Like, part of me was like, oh, if we can go on a 2-game win streak, I was like, that'd be amazing. But then I was like, please. I was like, when, oh my gosh, when Chuba went down, I was so scared. I was like, no, don't do this to me. But he was fine because he even talked about the grass being the way it was, probably the reason why he didn't tear his ACL or anything like that. Russell Wilson is trying to take a shot down the field, almost picked off. And it's going to become a second down and 10. Like I said, it is coming down hard. It is starting to stick too. See, this is great football right here. Look at this. Tomlinson getting pressure, snacks. Remember him at Bama? He was, oh my gosh, him and Ashawn Robinson were such good players back at Bama. Like they've been good in the NFL, but they were so good at Bama. I hated them. Like I'm an Auburn fan, obviously. I Second down 10 going to be handoff to Warren, who's going to get tripped up and then tackled. Basically, get back to the line of scrimmage. Will be third down and 10. The Browns defense has done a really good job. There's been a couple of times where I'm like, they are playing very sound defense. Obviously, Jim Swartz, great defensive mind. Had good years for the Lions, but unfortunately couldn't really finish it off with some good squads on the Lions. But these last couple, what's his second year? I think the second year of the Browns defense. Sometimes like they just look really stinking good. Third down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Warren to the right. Drops back to pass and got time taking a shot and it wide open. And that's going to be caught. And that's going to be, is that Van Jefferson? I think it's Van Jefferson. I don't even know what the line of scrimmage. I don't even know where he's at because, like I said, I can barely see what the field is. I can see the players, but I can barely see where the field is. But it'll be first down and 10 for the Steelers. I mean, look how much is coming down. And also, I was just talking about how good the Browns defense was, and then they just leave them wide open. All the way down to the 31-yard line. First down 10 for the Steelers. Russell Wilson 13 for 16, 188. Going to be handoff to Najee Harris. He's going to try the left side and going to lose about 2 or 3 yards there. Second down 12, 6:37 remaining third. Give me no shit of my drink. 31 degrees. It is so snowing. Like, you can barely see it in front of you. This is football. This is football, baby, right here. Second and 11. Well, second and 11 half. 6:13 remaining third quarter. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Najee Harris to his left. Drops back a pass. Is going to scramble out to his right. Scrambling. Going to try to get the sideline. Going to get 30 up to the 25 down. I don't know if he gets the first down. Depends on where they mark him. And they're going to give him the first down. So first down and 10 for the Steelers. Since you're an Auburn fan, tell me about the kick six. Oh, I'll tell you about the kick six when we probably go to commercial break if something happens on this drive. But kick six and 2013 was a very special time for me. That was when I was. Oh, he's actually short. I was a 13-year-old kid, and that was the best year ever because Alvin was at its peak dominance during that time. So, 5:30 in the third quarter. It's gonna be 3rd and 1. I mean, good lord. Russell Wilson under center. I formation. Going to be a handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to lose yards, lose about a yard or two. It's going to be 4th and 2. Browns defense stopping him, and it's going to be a crazy. Oh my gosh, it's coming in hard. I've said it continuously, but like it is coming in like a blizzard right now. And they're going to have to try to kick. Boswell's going to have to try to kick a field goal in this. This even makes it 4:53 remaining the third quarter. Goodness, 4th and 1. Boswell. It's a fairly okay field goal. It's 41 seconds. They have to call a timeout. Steelers had to call another timeout. Well, not another one. They still had their 3. But play clock's at 5. This is all right, Browns. Can you keep it a touchdown lead? Yeah, it's starting to stick. I mean, I don't know why I said that. It's been sticking, but earlier it was just some flurries, but now it is rough. But yeah, I'll talk about the kick six. Once we go to commercial breaks, so I have a little more time instead of like starting it, then stopping and starting, start. You know, they're going to go for it instead on 4th and 1. This is amazing. I just love this. Russell Wilson in the shotgun formation with Jalen Warren to his right. Don't know why you're doing that in 4th and 1, but okay. Play clock's at 4, 3. Drops back to pass. Is going to scramble out to his left, and Russell Wilson throws, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be for a first down as Fryermuth up to the 13-yard line. First down, 10 to the 13, 4:34 remaining the third quarter. Risky on the 4th and 1. Decided to go from shotgun to throw it. Ooh, he hits him good. Russell Wilson takes a shot from Myles Garrett, but great throw to Fryermuth. First down 10 from the 14-yard line. Russell Wilson under center with Najee Harris in the backfield. Going to be handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to get up to the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. Gain about 5 yards there. Second down to 5. I think we see that as a lot of snow since we're Southerners. Yes. I talked about it earlier, but like literally where I'm from, you had the big snow of 2010, 18, and 21. But that's the only really snows that I remember in my lifetime. I mean, I'm only like 24, so like I'm also relatively on the younger side. But like there have been not many big snow days that I really remember. 2nd and 6, a high snap. Russell Wilson keeps it and it tries to avoid the pressure, but it's gonna be sacked and it's gonna be a loss of like 6 yards there. Wow, Hicks with the sack. 3rd and long, 3:11 remaining in the third quarter. Bam. I mean, like I said, Russell Wilson's like maybe 6 foot. You can't be hiking it way over his head. 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. 3rd and 13. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation. Warren to his right. Draws back to pass. He's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be complete to George Pickens for about 5 yards or so. Still going to be 4th and long. I think they're going to try to go for a field goal here. Get some points on the board. Yeah, Boswell on a kick into a blizzard. Goodness gracious. Like I said, it's not really a blizzard, but it looks like a blizzard to me. 28-yard field goal attempt. Basically an extra point. Kick is up, and kick is going to be good. Woo, good. Barely. So it's going to be 10-6, 156 remaining in the third quarter. I think we're going to go to commercial break. Let's see. Yes, we are. Okay. Now I'll talk about the kick six. Okay. So, 2013. To remind you how glorious not only was the Prairie and Jordan Hare, the Georgia game, and also the kick six was to the Auburn family, and why, yes, we refer to it so much, is because of the fact of how bad it was in 2012. 2012 was the first year that my family didn't get season tickets because we were like they rose the prices and we are just like we can't afford that, like that's not in our repertoire. I don't know why I say repertoire, but that we couldn't do that. It's a good thing that we didn't because it was so bad that year. But we went 3-9, and the only way that I, as a 12-year-old kid, could get through that 2012 season was not only Trey Mason getting himself 1,000 yards, but also Darren Bates. Darren Bates, who's now the assistant special teams coordinator for the Panthers. I love Darren Bates. He's one of my top. He's definitely top 10, probably like 7 or so, all-time Auburn players that I've seen in my lifetime because he was all over the place. He was an absolute dog at linebacker, but he's a really good special teamer and all that kind of stuff. But he was the only reason why I can get through 2012. 2013, you got Bama coming in back-to-back championships. 2010 we won it, but then they won it. They won it 2009. So it's like 3 of the last 4 years they've dominated. They dominated us each year. Going to that season, you start having a little bit of hope. You lose to LSU, but then you have your identity of like, okay, we're going to be a running team, and that's what we do, man. We lead the league in rushing. Even when you have Army, Navy, Georgia Tech, all of them doing the triple option, we're still running the ball down people's throats. And the kick six happened literally a week after the Georgia game, where you had the Prairie and Jordan Hare, where we were leading Georgia. Georgia comes back. Oh my goodness! Now it's fourth and like I think it was fourth. Was it fourth and 18 or fourth and 23? It was something like that. And so just a Nick Marshall throwing up a prayer. Trey Matthews basically almost intercepts it, but then his teammate pops it out of his hands. Trey Matthews then transfers to Auburn, and Ricardo Lewis catches it on his fingertips, pulls it in, scores a touchdown. I was at like my parents were able to go to the game. I was at the home by myself. I was just like running around the house. I was like, oh my gosh, we just won. Then the very next week, my parents are also able to go to the game. I was by myself for the kick six. I had to rewind it because I was like, there's no way this actually happened. And then I was running around the house again. I was just like, this is crazy. The fact that like we ended Alabama's streak of going to the BCS championship game because I couldn't go with the loss because we were the SCUC winners, and it was a mark of like we actually have a chance to make it in. We had to get help actually from Michigan State by beating Ohio State to make sure we got in because it was between us, Ohio State, and then Florida State, and then Florida State ended up going in. But speaking of Florida State, it's also with James Winston, who's about to come onto the field. But that was such a magical year after such a terrible year in 2012. 2013, yes, it didn't end the way that we hoped, but my word, it was such a fun year. Jameis Winston rolls out, throws it down the field, and it's going to be caught. Oh my gosh. Number 86, who in the world are you? Whiteheart gets all the way up to about the was it 45-yard line? First down and 10 for the Browns. I was on Dante Jackson, of course it is. Great job of the Browns there. Wow. First down 10 for the Browns. They're trying to clear off a little bit for the end zone. So up to the 35-yard line, actually, it's going to be a great pass. James Wilson under center with Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to be handed to Nick Chubb, who's got some blockers, is going to get up to about the 30-yard line. Getting about 5, second down to 5. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, still 10-6. But yeah, no, like Kick Six was amazing. Prairie Jordan Hare was amazing. That SC championship game against Missouri, like the all-time highest scoring SC championship game with Dorian Green Beckham. I remember how good he was at Missouri. Just could not pan on the NFL. From the 30-yard line, second down to 4. James Winston under center, going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, who tries to make a man miss, but unfortunately, T.J. Watt's there, gets nothing. So it'll be third down, and it's probably go into the fourth quarter, if I had to guess. 20 seconds remaining. Play clock at 32. I wouldn't run another play. But yeah, that's where like 2013, 2017 was wild. 2019 was also wild too. I mean, heck, we almost beat LSU there. Play clock set 6:15, and that is the. Oh, they're actually running a play. Why are you running a play? Throws, and that's to Cedric Tillman, who gets walloped, but he's going to. Oh, he's so close to the first down mark, but it's going to be marked just short. It's going to be fourth and inches. Cedric Tillman, unfortunately, could not, and he's down on the ground. He picks back up, but he needs to be checked for a concussion there. He kind of like stumbled there. Why are you running a play with like 1 second remaining where you can just go into the next quarter? Anyways, when we come back from the commercial break, it's going to be fourth and like inches. Hopefully, Cedric Thomas is okay. He kind of stumbled there, like, whoa, like I'm pretty sure that's a concussion, buddy. So get that checked out. Hopefully, he's okay. But I don't understand why they did that, but it's okay. Fourth and inches, pretty sure they'll go for it. Because if they could score a touchdown, if the Browns could score a touchdown, I would not trust the Steelers to be able to win this game. The way the conditions are, like you would have to have really good really good drives without taking too much of the time, because like your defense surprisingly has not been able to really stop this Browns offense too much. Jeff Dunham has another Christmas special. Good for him. But yeah, no, like what's another one too? These past couple of years for Auburn football has not been good. Literally since I've been at Auburn, it has been terrible for football. The only good thing is I was there when we beat either number 8 or number 10 Ole Miss. It was closer to my birthday too, and it was still Brian Harsin, but we beat a top 10 team. Outside of that, it has been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, and where we have to win out to even be a possibility of going to a bowl game. We got to beat Texas A&M hard, and Bama even harder, just to make a bowl game. So, yeah, I'm a part of the class with the least amount of wins since I looked it up earlier. There was like a stat for it, but the least amount of wins since like basically World War II. Basically, what Florida was going through. So yeah, no, it's great. I want us to be good again. I've talked about it before with I think it was either you, Emmanuel, or it was Dobie who asked about why do we fire Gus Malzahn. I explained it. I basically just like, just it was never consistent. There's a lot of problems with the developing. We could get talent in, but we could never really develop them outside of like defensive talent. And we got pressure from the fact that Georgia was starting to become Georgia. Alabama was still Alabama. LSU had just won a national title. They're like basically all of our rivals were just, going up and being consistent, and we couldn't. So kind of panicked, but it definitely didn't help that we got Brian Harsin with their replacement. So yeah. Anyways, back to this game. 10-6, fourth and inches. It is 30 degrees down there. I don't know what the wind is, but it's coming down hard again. I keep on saying coming down hard, but it basically is. Herbig's on the sideline getting himself a little fixed up. All right, so far the Browns have just been doing QB sneaks. Let's see if they do it again. Thoughts on the downfall of FSU? Ooh, that could be fun. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about this after this drive. Like I said, it's probably going to be another commercial break soon if they score a touchdown. 4th and inches from the 15, or is it the 20-yard line? I think it's the 20. No, from the 25. Going to be strong formation. Going to be a fullback dive with Nick Chubb, who gets the first down after about a 4-yard gain. Great. That was a great play. I like that one. You got Nick Chubb as a fullback with a strong formation, basically a fullback run. And almost got stopped by Roberts, but just powers through. Like I said, Nick Chubb is an absolute beast, man. Love Nick Chubb. So it'll be first down for the Browns. Look at all that snow on people's clothes. This is football right here. From the 23-yard line, James Winston drops back a pass and throws, and it's going to be caught down to the 5. That's going to be first down for, who is that? Akins? Is that Jordan Akins? Is he on the Browns? Goodness. I didn't know Jordan Akins was on the Browns. But first down, first and goal from the 5 for the Browns. That's a great play. Patrick Queen, what are you doing? Just lose the side of him. First and go from the 5. 13:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. 10 to 6. Jameson the shotgun with Nick Chubb to his left. Going to be hands Nick Chubb, who's going to get down to the 3. Push. He's going to get down to basically the 2. All right, so he's second and goal from about the 2. Just let him run it in. Come on, give it to Nick Chubb. Give it to Chubb. And Tillman's going to the locker room. I kind of figure, like I said, probably a concussion. That's not good. Oh, they're going with the big boys. They got Reed in there for a fullback. $13:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. Still 10 to 6. Play clock at 5. James Winston under center. Going to be a hand with Nick Chubb, who's going to rumble, and he's going to be short. Be down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1. Let's see if the Steelers can get a goal line stand. Come on. Just give it to him. It's also better just to give it to him instead of trying to throw right down here. This is, basically all crowded. Come on. Like I said, there's an injury. Never mind. Roberts is down on the knee. That's not good. A little bit of stoppage here. Don't know what the problem is, but he's just down on the knee. See, Roberts. And, ooh, shoot. He got absolutely walloped by Reed. And then basically the whole entire pile falls on him. So he's walking to the sideline. So at least he's good. We're happy to know there's no injuries. We don't want a lot of injuries. Okay. Let's see if they give it a Chubb. 3rd and goal from the 1. 12:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Browns are up 10 to 6. Come on. Okay, we're good. Okay. James Winston under center. Goal line formation. That's a tight end motion over to the right. Going to be a play action pass. Throws for the end zone and incomplete. Oh, try to get it to David Njoku. Oh, man. Great play by Mika Fitzpatrick. No, actually, Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen punches it out. Great job by him. I thought it was Fitzpatrick, but he's on the other side. So it's going to be fourth and goal from the half foot line. Are you going from shotgun again? They're going shotgun again. What are you doing? with Ford to the right. I don't like this. Motions him out. Jameis Winston drops back to pass. Has got time, running out of time, runs for it, and is going to run and is going to dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Jameis Winston. Look at him. 16 and, oh my gosh, his helmet. His helmet's falling apart. Show that helmet. Hold a second. No, show that helmet. Show the helmet. It's like something's hanging off. So it got cracked. Yes, it got cracked. it literally got cracked because of how cold it is. Let's see here. Running out to the right. Faking like he's going to throw, and then, bam! It's just hanging there. It's like the communication right there. It's like the communication is just like hanging right there. like a little wire. 2-point try. In a shotgun formation. Cody Ford, actually, Nick Chubb to his right. Throws for the end zone and caught. Oh my gosh. David Njoku, that's an incredible catch. Going to make it 18-6, 12-16 remaining in the fourth quarter. Wow. Okay. Browns. I should have switched. All right. Since we're going to TV timeout, I'll talk about the downfall of FSU. Here's the problem. Everyone is wrong. I'm just kidding. But there are a lot of problems with Florida State, and a lot of problems that people are either not willing to talk about because it doesn't serve what they want to push. But I'm gonna do everyone justice because I'm gonna show both sides because I like to do that so that basically you can make your own decisions based on what I say. Florida State last year obviously got screwed because Jordan Travis got injured, and even though they were undefeated, they weren't given an opportunity. You can even say like they were screwed, they weren't given the opportunity, but you can also believe that they would have gotten blown out. Like you have perfect right to believe that. We talked about that last year. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about last year, but that was my opinion. It was just like, hey, Florida State should have gotten a shot, but because they didn't get a shot, that is unfortunate. But that was a very senior-laden team, a very talented team, that one of the main aspects of that team, the defensive line, Fabian Levette, Braden Fisk, Jared Verse, all of them were gone. So not only did you have all of them gone, you had Jordan Travis leave, you had Keon Coleman leave, you had a lot of players who were instrumental in that undefeated season leave. So when you come back, you have all these high hopes of where, yes, Florida State fans, Florida State, administration, all that kind of stuff were complaining, and it was a major focus in the offseason. And so one of the reasons why people were like, see, this is why we needed we needed the 12-team playoff earlier, yada yada yada. Georgia had the same exact ordeal. They were undefeated until they lost to Bama. Then they were kicked out of the playoff. They felt they were wrong, and then they blew out Florida State in the bowl game. When there's a lot of people like Jared Verse, like Braden Fisk, who did not play in that game. So there's that. But one of the other things too is that Florida State coming into this year was so overhyped because not only was DJ bad when he was at Clemson, yes, he had the Notre Dame game. I don't care. For most of that year, he was bad when he had to fill in for Trevor Lawrence. He was also not very good when he was at Oregon State. So coming to Florida State and expecting him to be good, I don't understand what that issue is where you're just like, oh no, he's going to be fine. No, but you didn't have the talent that you had last year. Now, should it be as bad as it is? No. Muff recovery up to the 20, up to the 25, down to about the 30, and down to the 31, 32-yard line is Patterson's. We start with the first down 10. But Florida State got overhyped, but then they kept on losing. And because so many people kept on going against them, and because there's a lot of outside noise, I think that did contribute to them losing a lot more than they probably should have. But Mike Norvell, outside of last year, did not really have good seasons. So I'm kind of interested in like why people were just like, oh, Mike Norvell is like an amazing coach. I think he's an okay coach, but you got to look at the rest of the time that he was there. Kicked it out to Washington, who's going to get to about 35-yard line, so getting about 4, second and 6. But yeah, like Florida State has a lot of problems. Obviously, Norvell was upset that Travis Hunter didn't go to Florida State. He ended up going to Jackson State, and then eventually to Colorado. Who knows how that would have impacted their seasons. Um, but this is the same guy that also lost to Jacksonville State. Let's don't forget about that. He also lost to Jacksonville State. He also lost a lot of bad games. So, second down 6 is going to be a keeper for Justin Fields. Going to get up to about the 40, up to the 45, down to the 50, 45-40, and knocked out about the 35-yard line. First down attempt for the Steelers. 11:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still 18-6, but the Steelers are driving. But like that's what I was just saying is like the Florida State Seminoles should not have been ranked as high as they were. They should, they probably shouldn't have been playing as much as they did. And now a lot of people are reveling in the fact that they aren't good and are either taking stuff out of context or whatnot. So Justin Fields is still in. Going to be shotgun formation with Warren to his left. Going to be a keeper. Going to try the left side. And is not really going to get anything. And going to lose about 2 yards there. And gets pushed out of bounds. It's going to be second and about 12. Let's see here. Even my prediction of 17-10 Browns last isn't right. The Steelers defense isn't selling. I forgot to start them, though, rolling with the Broncos D. I think it's a better option. Steelers so far haven't gotten sacks on James Winston, and they've gotten one turnover. But it's probably better that you did because, like I think the Broncos are going to get some sacks. That's for sure. Second down 12. Shotgun formation for Justin Fields. Going to drop back to pass. Roll out to the right. Throws for the basically a jump ball way out of bounds. But there is a flag. The Browns really decide that they can pause the tank for just one game. I mean, why wouldn't you though? I mean, like it's your own home stadium. It's a Thursday night football game in front of all your fans, and at the end of the day, if you get to embarrass the Steelers on national television, you would absolutely do so. That's your biggest rival. Let's see. Oh, he drove into him. Okay, that's the reason why he got called for it. Hicks wraps up, but then it just like puts that shoulder right to his stomach. That's going to be called. So because of the roughing the pass going to call, it's going to be a first down 10. 10:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still 18-6. Russell Wilson under center with Najee Harris in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to get about a yard or two. Second down about 9. But yeah, no. This is just like the Browns though. The Browns would do this. Because, like I said, the hatred for the Steelers has been long documented, that's for sure. 9:40 left to go in the fourth. Ooh, good. The Mountain Dew is getting me. Second down and 8 from the 20. That's going to be offsides for the Browns. The Browns defense is like, oh, no, they jumped. I was like, no, that should probably be on you. Yeah, offsides. It's going to be second down 3. 9:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Like I said, 2-score game, but Steelers are driving. So let's see how if they can finish on this drive. Oh, actually, hold up a second. I think technically Broderick Jones was fine. Like I said, I think he didn't necessarily move. He just kind of like popped a little bit as far as like checking the call. So yeah, it's not necessarily a false start, but I can see where the defense could think so. Russell Wilson scrambling, not going to jump it off to Najee Harris, gets up to the 10, and is going to fall to the 5. So it's going to be first and goal from the 5, 9:03 remaining in the fourth quarter. Steelers, if you can score a touchdown here, let's see, they score a touchdown here. They get 2 points, still a 4-point game. See, that's the reason why the Browns did a really good job at getting that 2 point conversion. They'll still make it a touchdown game, regardless of what the Steelers do. 8:35 remaining in the fourth. First and goal from the 5. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Warren to his right. Play clock's at 5, 4, 3. Going to be a reverse to Patterson. Not really fooled at all. Is going to lose 2 yards. Grant Delpit with the tackle. It's going to be second and goal from the 7. Also, I already read about the Broncos. Like I said, the Broncos are going against. Shoot, who are they? I think I picked them to win too, and I can't even remember who they're playing. Raiders. That's right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Who they called it on? Oh, they called on Dell because he like. Let's see. Oh, he took his face. What are you doing, Delpit? Okay, I thought it was because he did this, but no. He grabbed George Pickens' mouth guard and just ripped it off. Going to be handed to Warren, who's going to get in the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers. But I'm still upset with Delpit. That's so stupid. Anyways, going to make it 12-18. Going to probably go, well, do you go for 2 here? Yeah, you go for 2 because it still makes a 4-point game. Browns can still kick a field goal and you'll be down by 7. So I'll probably go for 2. But that's just I don't mind trash talking like thing like that. But don't do anything stupid like taking a mouth guard away. Like what is that really going to do? Nothing. Except get you in trouble. It is the wind's coming in from the right, so let's see how that's going to affect Boswell on his extra point. So they're not going to go for 2. Kick is up and kick is I can't even tell. Did he make it? He got it apparently. Dude, I could not see where that ball was. It just disappeared. It disappeared in the darkness. All right, so it's gonna be 13-18. Browns will get the ball back. 7:57 remaining. So anybody's game. Like I said, this is not a Bengals Ravens game. This is not that kind of crazy AFC North, but it's that defense. It's that hard nosed, snowy football kind of game. Love it, absolutely love it. We're at commercial break, like I said after that score. I'm trying to think what else. I've already talked about in streams past about the Steelers have a very difficult schedule. They still should make the playoffs, obviously, but there's the chance they could lose out on the division because they have the Eagles, the Chiefs, the other AFC North teams. So they got the Browns twice. So once again, Ravens. So let's see if I can remember. They have Bengals twice, Ravens, Browns again, and then Chiefs and Eagles. That's 10. So yeah, that's 6. They have 10 games already. That's 6 games. So there you go. So theoretically, they should still be able to win, and at the very least be 10-7. Because like I said, I wouldn't pick the Steelers over the Chiefs, but it'd be funny if they could beat them. Eagles, I would still probably pick the Eagles. And then, do I think they sweep the Ravens? Maybe, but I think that the Ravens have a chance of getting a redemption. And the Bengals are just, who really knows? Like, there's a chance the Bengals can still make the playoffs, but they need some help. They need Broncos and the Colts to start tripping themselves up as the season progresses. Not very likely, but still could happen. All right, so going to kick this off. Oh, they're actually just showing it right now. Yeah, so at Cincinnati, Cleveland, at Philadelphia, at Baltimore, Kansas City, and Cincinnati. Like I said, that's a rough remaining schedule. Definitely not the Colts. Colts have the one of the easier remaining schedules. After probably getting blown out by the Lions, they have the really like only have like the Broncos left. From the 20 and see about the 24-yard line is going to be Ford on this return. So first down 10 for the 24. Like I said, Winston has been playing really well. I'll give him that. That's what I'm saying is like I think the Browns have a chance of re-signing Winston to a good enough contract. I mean, the fans seem to like him, especially in the way what he does with the community. So it'd be beneficial if he kept him. James Winston on the center from the 24-yard line. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Got the big boy tight end in there. Going to be a handoff. Nick Chubb's going to try the left side and going to get nothing. Well, actually, probably about a yard. Wilson and Herbig combined for the tackle. Goodness. Like there are some shots where you can barely see anybody because it's so much snow. I wouldn't mind going back to Cleveland. I really did like Cleveland. I mean, it was like May, but I like Cleveland. Going to be a flash and pass. Going to get sacked and fumbled and recovered. Steelers. Oh my gosh. Herbig with the strip sack came from the blind side and recovered by that wasn't Patrick Queen. Who recovered it? Deshaun Elliott. 7:02 remaining in the fourth, and the Steelers get another shot to make it a tie ball game or to go by 1 point. I mean, poor attempt by the tackle there. Goodness. I say that's a great job by Herbig there. Forces the fumble. Ball kind of gets bounced around a little bit and then just falls on it. All right, Steelers, don't waste this opportunity now. Let's see here. First down and 10 from the, let's see, where are they at? From the 27-yard line. Play action pass. Russell Wilson throws for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Unfortunately, both him and Pickens could not get on the same page. He was open, though. Like I said, it probably got lost. I mean, you can barely see. The snow is coming in from right here. Second down 10, 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. 13-10 from the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Najee Harris to his left. Play clock at 3-2. Going to be handoff to Najee Harris, who is going to get about 2 yards or so, maybe 3. It's going to be third down at about 7. 6:50 remaining in the fourth. Nope. Nope. Oh, so you're talking about what Emmanuel said. Okay, good. Third down and 6. So I guess they gave him 4. 6:35 remaining in the fourth quarter, still 18-13. It's not the end of the world if they have attempt a field goal to make a 3-point game. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation with Najee Harris to his right. Drops back a pass and is going to throw for the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Who is that? That's going to be Calvin Austin, who's had a pretty good game. He had that really long completion, and now has that touchdown to make it a tie ball game. Extra point puts Steelers up to see if they can make it. Like I said, it's a very, very difficult weather game. Actually, no, it's not. Sorry, 19-18, so they're up by 1. 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. Just split the safeties. Bam. Like I said, Russell Wilson's had a pretty decent game. Obviously, like both him and Winston both had a fumble, but overall, they've been playing pretty good. I had a little bit of a little, kind of thing in my voice. Sorry about that. All right. 2 point conversion, 6:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still plenty of time. Russell Wilson and empty set. Plays like 5, 4, 3. Drop back to pass. Throws up a lob, and it's going to be incomplete. Patterson's looking for a flag, but you're not going to get anything. Grant Tilbert on the coverage, so it's me 19-18. Only a 1 point game. Browns, you're going to get the ball back. See what you can do. And we go to commercial. Oh, this is great. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a scoring affair. It can be a really, really good defensive game and still be a good game. I'm loving this. Like I said, I was really concerned it wasn't going to be a good game, but this has been a really, I've said it before, but I'm really glad this is like the one to like end on for a little while. Because like I said, I won't be able to stream until Monday, December 2nd. Let me actually look at the games for week 13 to see if there's a possibility. Let's see here. Oh no. See. New. So that's Thanksgiving, Sunday. Okay, so Texans, Jaguars, new. Colts, Patriots, new. Chargers, Falcons, that could be fun. Maybe. Seahawks, Jets, not really. Titans, Commanders, no. Steelers, Bengals, that could be fun. Cardinals, Vikings, Rams, Saints, Buccaneers at Panthers. Hold up a second now. Let's see. That's 305. That should be a game I could stream. I could maybe stream that game, and then we have 49ers, Bills. That could be fun, but I don't think I'm going to stream that one. But let's see. Buccaneers, Panthers. Is that going to be on Paramount? Oh, it's going to be on Fox. Not available in my area. What are you talking about? Hold on a second. Are they literally going to screw me over? No way they're going to do that. Hold up a second. Don't you tell me you're going to be like, oh, well, you got a division game with the Buccaneers and the Panthers. Guess what? We're going to give you the Saints game. Don't give me the Saints game. They're going to give me the Saints game. Dad freaking gummit. Okay, well, then that means I can't stream it. Thank you so much, NFL. Makes no sense why the Saints are the ones that I have to be burdened with. Dude Wipes. Seeing Dude Wipes as a sponsor, oh my word, it is covering the field. Seeing Dude Wipes as a sponsor is hilarious. Zoe, I was reacting to the fumble and had a bit of a typo. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Zoe. Yeah, it was unfortunate. And a fumble will be recovered at the 15, 20, 25, 30, up to the 33 yard line. Looks like it would be first down 10 for the Browns. 6:09 in the fourth. Yeah, 2 costly fumbles for both of these teams. Like they are making sure Myles Garrett does not does not get anything for this game. They're like, okay, tight end, you are going to. Hey, we're just going to close in on him, make sure he does nothing. All right, first down 10 for the 33-yard line. Winston, empty set. Drops back to pass. Throws and tips by that line. It can be incomplete. Second down 10. 6:06 remaining in the fourth. All right, Ogunjobi with the deflection. Larry Ogunjobi. Winston is 14 of 19, 165. Nick Chubb's got 46 rushing yards, a touchdown, and then Jared Jeudy been looking pretty good. What happened? I'm confused. What happened? Second and 10. Winston just went on the sideline for some odd reason. What? What? Why? I don't understand why Winston had to go off to the sideline, but okay. So now it's Dorian Thompson Robinson, and the shotgun formation going to be handoff to Nick Chubb, who's going to get about 3. So make that second down. What even happened? I literally have no idea what happened, but they called a first down somehow. Don't really know what happened, but now it's second down and 8. I can't even see on the field like where we are. So please zoom back out so I can see where we're at. Zoom out. Please. There we go. Okay, now they're at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation for Jameis Winston with Nick Chubb to his left. Drops back to pass. And stop. There's a flag. Offense number 65, the left tackle. He has not had a good game. Fetty. He pulled in Anthony Richardson. He benched himself to rest. That could be it. Anthony Richardson had an okay game last week. I don't know if I can put anything too much into it. Like I said, I'm still waiting for a little bit, but it definitely helped that Joe Flacco was not good in his absence. So 3rd and 12. What is even happening? I don't know. The second, whatever. Jameis Winston drops back a pass, rolls out to his right, escapes the pressure, and is going to throw on the run, and it's going to be for a first down up to the 40-yard line. Wow. Jerry Jeudy. And Winston is trying to get up. He got hit as he threw. Down on the ground, kind of limping a little bit. So he throws. Wait, how did he get down on the ground then? Did he get hit that much late? They're not showing it. See, did he get hit or just? Oh, he just kind of he got like rubbed a little bit, but then he slipped and fell. That's what it was. All right, so first down 10 from the 39-yard line. James Winston under center, going to be a play action pass. Winston sets his feet, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Elijah Moore, but it's going to be second down 10, 4:34 remaining in the fourth. 4:34 remaining in the fourth. Goodness, that's a lot of fours right there. Second down 10. They are shoveling the back line to try to make sure, like, hey, this right here. Don't touch this. Don't get in there with this. This is amazing. Look at all the white on the field. It's just completely covered in snow. Second down 10, 39-yard line. Winston can barely see under center. Going to be a play action pass. Winston got time, throws, and it's going to be incomplete, almost picked off by number 31. Third down and 10. All right, Browns. Be smart. Be smart. I don't know how has Dustin Hopkins been this year. I mean, this is rough weather conditions. So I don't know, but that's almost picked off. It's 3rd and 10. But it's gonna be interesting what they see on this one. 4th and 28. Not 4th and 28. 3rd and 10. 4:28 left to go in the fourth. Goodness, the Browns have not converted a third down yet. James Winston, an empty set, drops back to pass. Got time, throws, and it's going to be intercepted by Dante Jackson. 4:22 left to go in the fourth. You couldn't do that. That's what I was saying, was just like, why you were in field goal range to try to take a 2-point lead. And we're going to go to commercial break. Jameis. No, but talking about earlier when I talked about the 2013 season, obviously Jameis Winston ended my dreams, and Kelvin Benjamin. There was a reason why I did not like Kelvin Benjamin when he came to the Panthers. I was not a big fan of the pick. But he crushed my 13-year-old dreams of winning a national championship for a second time in my lifetime. But just even when he was on the Buccaneers, just makes some very very odd decisions, and that's the best way I can put it to be the nicest possible me. Is just odd. I don't want to say it's dumb. Odd. The Browns can't stop Browning. Tampa Bay, Jameis is returning. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. Let's not forget he's been the same exact man wherever he goes. Sometimes just Jameis is going to Jameis. That's the best way to put it. He's just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna throw up a prayer, and if it doesn't go right, too bad. That's pretty much it. I still will not I will not forget 2019 33 and 30 season where he threw 30 interceptions. He threw three, not three. I kept on saying 30, so I kept on saying three. He threw, was it five? It's like either four or five interceptions in the London game against us, because that was crazy. A cult classic, a new chapter. I don't know what this is. Cruel Intentions. You're remaking Cruel Intentions, the 1999. Okay, well, okay, whatever. Yeah, I really let's see. Jameis Winston drops back a pass. Who's he throwing to? He's got time. He's got time. Got time. Throws. Trying to throw to Elijah Moore, and yeah, it's a little bit of a wobbler, but yeah, that's really why I was saying like just be smart with this third down 10, but still got 4 minutes left, so who knows? First down 10, 4:22 remaining in the fourth. Russell Wilson under center from the 24-yard line. Najee Harris in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Najee Harris, who's going to be get about 3 yards there. Second down 7. 4:15 remaining in the fourth. Browns have all three timeouts. I didn't follow football during that 30-30 season, but that's insane. Yes, no, like he threw for like. Well, let me do a quick search. How many yards he threw for? He threw for close to like for something. Let's see, 2019. Jameis Winston. Second down 7. Going to be in shotgun formation. Looks like that. Is that Justin Fields? It looks like Justin Fields in formation with Najee Harris to his left. Going to be hands Najee Harris. Going to try the right side and going to get up to about the 30-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and 3. Yeah, so Jameis Winston, let's see here. Yeah, so he had 5,109 passing yards, 30 interceptions, and 33 touchdowns. Set an NFL record with 7 interception return for touchdowns. But let's look at that. Let's look at that London game, because he threw so many interceptions in that game. Let's see here. No, not 2024. Show me 2019, please. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, 5 interceptions, but he did throw for 400 yards, so that definitely helps. But I remember James Bradbury got like 2 of those. All right, so 3rd down and 4. 3:34 remaining in the fourth. The Browns did have called a timeout. Very, very important here from the 30-yard line. Got to get up to 34. Justin Fields in the shotgun with Najee Harris to his left. Play clock's at 7. He's going to drop back to pass. Takes time, throws a shot, and it's going to be incomplete. Pickens is looking for a flag, but he's not going to get it. 4th and 4, 3:29 remaining in the fourth. The Browns are going to get this ball back. All right, Steelers, I don't mind you taking a shot, but I don't know why you wouldn't have taken a shot with Russell Wilson. Like I said, it's not. I don't think like even though Pickens is looking for a flag, I don't think it's enough for him to get a penalty. And Browns almost block it, and it's going to be a shank. Oh my gosh! It's going to be back at closer about the. It's going to be on the Steelers side of the field, I believe, and it's going to be marked down at the 46-yard line of the Steelers. 3:22 remaining in the fourth. The Steelers are up 19-18. Both teams have both timeouts, and the Browns are in a really good field position. Like I said, great push by the punt team, and good job at also not running into the kicker. But put a lot of pressure on them, that's for sure. All right, Browns. Do the unthinkable. First down 10 for the Browns at the 46-yard line. James Wilson under center. No, actually, no, it's not under center. Sorry. Shotgun formation. Going to be handed to Ford, who gets up to the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be second down and about, what was that, 2 or 3? Who's really marking it? They marked at the 46 or, I can't remember. It's going to be second down and 4. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Dustin Hopkins is getting ready just in case. Jameis Winston under center with Ford in the backfield. I'm going to drop back to pass and is going to almost get sacked. Throws, and it's going to be caught incomplete. Oh, man. Jordan Atkins could not haul it in. Oh, man. I thought Atkins almost had it. A little bit of a high pass, but oh man. 3rd and 4, 2:40 remaining in the fourth. If I had to guess, Browns are going to call a run here, try to get the clock down. And a shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And Jameis throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Tipped by Deshaun Elliott. 2:36 remaining in the fourth. And the Browns are going to go for it on a 4th and 4. All right, Browns. All right, Browns. Don't fail us now. 2:36 remaining in the fourth quarter. 4th and 4. Browns are 0 for 9 on 3rd down, but they have been 3 for 3 for 4th down. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun formation. Ford to his right. Drops back to pass. And throws for Judy, and it's going to be caught for a first down, gain about 6. First down 10 for the Browns. I'm going to take this to the 2-minute warning. If I were them, take it to the 2-minute warning. Don't do nothing stupid. You don't have to. Oh, it's a little bit of a pick play. Okay. Why are you doing it before the 2-minute warning? Throw out to Atkins. I mean, it gets 8 yards, so good for them to go and, it's going to be second down 2 and you come over for the 2-minute warning, but I still don't understand why you did that. Why does the clock stop? Did they call a timeout? Or because he slid out of bounds? Okay, well, the clock is stopped, so 2:05 remaining, second down and 2. That's what I'm saying, Zoe. They're in a good spot. Second down 2. Try to get this first down and then go on a 2-minute warning. From the shotgun formation, going to be a handoff to Ford, who is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So it'll be 3rd down 2 when we come back from the 2-minute warning. Okay, here's my issue. Here's my issue. Because you didn't wait until the going into the 2-minute warning. Yes, you got the 8 yards, but you're also setting yourself up now that it's 3rd down and 2, and you're just now also giving them opportunity that if you don't get it, they can, or if you do run, don't get it, they can call a timeout, then they have another timeout to respond if you get that first down. If you get that field goal. I'm just saying it's not the smart decision making as far as like trying to make sure that the Pittsburgh Steelers have the least amount of time possible to have some kind of response. I'm 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 hoping that doesn't affect bite them, but that's I've seen it before. It's just bad decision making as far as like time management. So let's hope the Browns get this first down. So they can start burning some clock. It's 3rd down 2. They'll probably bring it back in Nick Chubb, but come on, Browns, don't do this to me. Don't do something stupid where I'm like, come on, Browns, I'm hoping for you. I'm hoping you can achieve the unthinkable and upset the Steelers. Plus, also then I can call my sister and be like, hey, how'd your Steelers do this week? Do a little prodding, you know. Because I'm assuming that's why she called me. I'm really hoping that's the reason why she called me and not something else. So once this game is over, I'll probably end it kind of short to make sure that there's nothing really. Because she hasn't called back, so I'm assuming it's okay. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, what if it isn't? Sometimes I get in my head, I'm like, this gonna be a lot worse than this. But hopefully, we're all good. We're all good. Okay. All right, Hopkins. It might come down to you. 3rd down 2. 2-minute warning just passed. Let's see if the Browns can get this first down. This has been such a good defensive game. Exactly. Like I said, this is a good game. I don't care who you say. 3rd down 2. Jameis Winston under center. Got 2 tight ends to the right. Play action pass. And Jameis Winston is going to... I don't think it was a fumble. I think it was a forward pass. But I did not like that play call. What are you doing? 4th and 2. Oh, I mean, it's almost a sack. Pushing them back even further. There is a flag, however. Are they going to say intentional grounding? It could be. Oh, if it's intentional grounding, oh no. I think they're going to say that I think they're going to say like that. Nick Chubb was in the field. Let's see. He's definitely still in the play. See, that's intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding. No one was there. If Nick Chubb had gotten back into the view of like being like someone that could possibly be in the line, that's probably going to be intentional grounding. Oh my gosh, Browns. This is a very important call. They're going to wave it off, or they're going to call it. Huh. Okay, so they're calling illegal touching instead. Okay. So instead of intentional ground, they call it illegal touching because the offensive lineman tried to attempt to catch the ball. That's 55. So that actually helps. That actually helps them a lot. That's a non-intentional grounding. So now it's oh my gosh. Now it's 4th and 2. 4th and 2. 155 remaining in the fourth. Down by 1. Browns do have 2 timeouts remaining, so if they don't get it, it's not the end of the world. But if I'm the Steelers, I'm very upset that it's not intentional grounding. Because that would have been a loss of down and also backed them up 10 yards. Right now they're explaining it to Mike Tomlin because like honestly that not necessarily would have ended the game, but it would have been a lot better in your favor. Okay. All right. 4th and 2. Jameis Winston in the shotgun formation, 4 to his left. Okay, so did they accept it now? What is okay? So now they accept. So now it's 3rd down 7. Okay, whatever. Okay, 3rd down 7. 155 remaining in the fourth. From the 30, you got to get up to the 23-yard line. Jesus Christ! Now the Pittsburgh Steelers calling timeout. I mean, what, what? I, I, First, it was discussion of its intentional grounding. Then it's illegal touching. So then they're going to decline illegal touching. They're going to go for the 4th and 2. And they're going to be like, hey, no, actually, we're going to accept the illegal touching. Then they're going to try for the 3rd down 7. Then call a timeout. Okay, now we're getting back into the actual game. 3rd down 7, 155 remaining in the fourth quarter. 19-18 Browns. If they don't get the first down here, Dustin Hopkins is going to have to try for a long field goal in this very snowy game. Jameis Winston in shotgun formation with 4 to his left. 3rd and 7, going to make an empty set, going to motion him out to the right. Don't love that. Draws back to pass, and Jameis Winston's got time, throws, and it's going to be caught down to the 14-yard line. Is Jerry Jeudy. He has had an amazing game. 1:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. There's a flag? Did he not get touched? Oh, it's penalty the defense. It's okay. It's okay. The penalty the defense, we don't care. Oh, Bishop. Okay. He hit him late. 1:43. The Pittsburgh Steelers are only up by 1, but it's going to be 1st and goal after that penalty. Winston in a shotgun formation with Nick Chubb to the left. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be hands Nick Chubb, who is going to fight. Going to get in. Ooh, he's going to be down to about the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2. 1:30 left to go in the fourth. Come on, Browns. Down by 1. 1:20 left to go in the fourth. Clock is draining. Browns can let it go down a lot, like they got 2 timeouts. 2nd and goal from the 2. 1:05 left to go in the fourth. Jameis Winston and a shotgun. Nick Chubb to the left. Going to be a hand of Nick Chubb, who is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. 2-point conversion is going to come up. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Browns. 2-point conversion. They get a 7-point game. 57 seconds remaining in the fourth. 1 timeout left for the Steelers. (24-19). Let's see if they make it 26-19. And the Steelers fans are leaving. Or at least I saw some Steelers fans leave. Jameis in the shotgun. Actually, no, sorry. Under center. Goal line formation. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Going to send tight end in motion over to the right. And I think it's a false start. Yep, a false start. Wow. All right, so now they're going to go for just no. Go for 2. Go for 2. Why would you just kick an extra point? No, go for 2. I don't care. You can change out the formation, but go for 2. Not kicking an extra point. It doesn't help anything. First he was like, come back. I was like, don't, no. Like, regardless of how far you are, you got to go for 2 to make sure it's a 7-point game. All right. Jameis Winston's going to be in shotgun formation. with Ford to his right. Going to send Jerry Jeudy in a motion over to the left. From the right hash, drops back a pass, looks to the left, throws for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, unfortunately, cannot catch it. Elliott with the coverage, make it 24-19, 57 seconds remaining in the fourth. Steelers still got a chance, but they only have one timeout remaining. So there's been some decision making in this game that obviously might come back to bite them. I don't like the fact that, like, that deep throw that you had, you didn't have Russell Wilson make that throw. I didn't like the fact that the Browns didn't let the clock drain a little bit more, but you scored. You're up by 5. And the Steelers have not been able to really move on your defense. Let's see if that continues. Jameis Winston has done enough today, and I think I might have said it before, but Jameis Winston has done enough today where I can feel confident that the Browns can re-sign him for a good enough deal that's not going to hamper you too much, that you might actually have somewhat of a shot next year to try to make a playoff bid. Because of how bad you were with Winston, if you're able to have a good draft and you're able to also have a somewhat decent free agency, I'm just saying, Browns fans, you have a shot. You have a shot of getting back into contention. Now, this year, of course, but next year. All right, Hopkins on to boot this ball away. Rails on a crazy train. All right, Hopkins. And is going to be returned at about the 10-yard line, the 15, 20, 25, 30, up to the 35. That's Warren, up to about the 37-yard line. So first down, 10 from 37, 50 seconds left, and 1 timeout. Got to get a touchdown to win. Let's see if Russell Wilson can do it. Russell Wilson and a shotgun. Warren. Actually, empty set, sorry. Draws back to pass. And he's got time. Going to throw across the middle to Freiermuth, who is going to be right at the first down marker. Clock is running. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Lining up. Shotgun formation. No, actually empty set, sorry. 30 seconds. Drops back to pass. Russell Wilson's got time. He's going to roll out. And is going to throw on the run, but it's incomplete. That's fine. Third down to 1. 22 seconds remaining. That I don't get. I don't get the fact that you just, doing the middle of the field now and it's gonna bleed the clock. Man, that's literally now they add another second, so it's 17 seconds. That's literally 17 seconds going down after you completed the pass. Third down and 1. Russell Wilson drops back a pass and is going to get pressure. Going to dump it off to Warren. Gets it to the 50, the 49. You got to get out of bounds. 16 seconds remaining, and they have to call their last timeout. Warren, you have to get out of bounds to save your timeout. All right, so now if I'm the Steelers, any way is possible, but you have to immediately try to clock the ball. You basically have either sideline catch or you can hit anywhere on the field, but you have to clock it. and then you have one more play. Oh, Steelers. 16 seconds remaining, close to midfield, down 5 points. Russell Wilson in a shotgun with Warren to his left from the 45-yard line. Draws back to pass. And is going to throw out of bounds. 10 seconds remaining. See, now you don't really have time to even try to go anywhere because, like, 10 seconds is going to go by really fast. Russell Wilson, a shotgun formation, Warren to his right. Are you really going to put more one-on-one against Myles Garrett? Don't do that. There's a timeout called by Cleveland. Okay. Timeout called by Cleveland. Second down 10. 10 seconds remaining. Okay. I'm thinking sideline. It says you're from 45 yards out. So you're still within Russell Wilson's moonball. So you could attempt that. Hopefully if it's an incomplete pass, that it's like, a flag or something like that. But oh man, okay. From about the 45, second down 10, 10 seconds remaining. One timeout for the Browns. Russell Wilson, a shotgun formation. Warren to his left. They might do a screen here and then just clock it. Russell Wilson drops back a pass, quickly throws out. That's going to be out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Be third down about 1. This might be the last play. If the Browns make Russell Wilson, okay, might be the last play. Russell Wilson in shotgun formation, Warren to his left. And the Browns call timeout. Steelers could try for a quick shot at the end zone, and then hopefully it ends with like 2 seconds left. But more than likely, this is going to be the last play. Come on, Browns. I even had an inkling that I should have switched to, but I don't switch once I make the predictions video for Gridiron Gurus. I don't switch. But I was like everybody else is picking the Steelers. Maybe I should do something radical and go for the Browns. But I was chicken. I didn't do it. 3rd and 1. Shotgun formation. Russell Wilson, Warren to his left. Draws back to pass. And is going to throw for the end zone. It's the last play of the game. Hail Mary. And it's going to be incomplete. And the Browns are going to win. 24-19, move to 3-8. The Steelers are now 8-3. Wow. Great game. And don't know what's happening here, but George Pickens is being held back. Okay, I think we're good now. But great game by Jameis. Great game by Nick Chubb. Great game by Jerry Jeudy. And the Browns defense, I mean, that's crazy. First time winning consecutive regular season games for the Steelers since 1999 and 2000. That that is wild. The moon ball is also hard to see in the snow, and unfortunately, great position by the Browns. They get the win. It might hurt their draft stock, but they don't care. I think they're able to find their quarterback and Jameis Winston. And Russ took a absolute shot. I'm believing that Myles Garrett's probably your player of the game. 3 sacks, forced fumble. I mean, absolutely getting so much pressure. He's had a great game. I honestly think this can be one of those games that kind of puts him in the defensive player of the category. Defensive player consideration. It's just unfortunately they're not going to give it to him because the Browns' season's not going well. I don't think they've ever given it to a defender that wasn't part of a playoff team. Well, thank you so much for joining. This was like I said, this was an amazing game. Really glad I was able to stream this one. Obviously, I won't be able to stream again until probably the Browns Broncos game on not this upcoming Monday, but next Monday. And I should have Week 11 out no later than before the games on Sunday. And I will be combining Week 12 and Week 13 because I'll be on Thanksgiving break. So again, thank you so much for joining. It's always so much to stream, but especially these kind of games that I get to talk to you, get to see how, what y'all think about the game. Okay, that stat is nuts. I know that's what I'm saying. That is crazy. That it's been since before I was born, or right. Well, actually, no, more than likely before I was born. Um, the last time they won consecutive games against the Browns. That is crazy. But again, thank you so much for coming. Um, and yeah, hopefully all your teams win this week, which is probably not going to happen. But hey, let's hope and pray. Season's still alive.